As a matter of fact,
to fire him over that.
Ask him if he can hear us.
Bro, you firing a perfectly capable player because you can't get the girl that he with.
Right.
That's wild. Matter of fact, let's talk about that. I don't work for them no more. I don't care. I ain't gonna mention the name of the company.
No, we can talk about it.
Yeah. That's wild.
I had us muted the entire time.
Oh my God, Mel. Oh my God. So you mean to tell me?
I had us muted the entire time on here. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to TMZ.
I'm sorry. He can hear.
I'm going to TMZ. I'm not dealing with this local stuff no more. I'm playing.
Listen, we can start over one more time if y'all want.
is it a point in starting over? They done been through it with us this
Aaron said, Aaron, thank you. Yes, it was my fault. I had us muted. My bad. Hey, this is the first live back, so.
Yeah.
So
We rusty, y'all. It's New Year.
It's New Year.
We gotta start this New Year off. Well, shoot, we ain't even started off right, so I don't even know
This is not how Dallas Entertainment
Thank you,
Award
JJ. Yes.
nominated podcast.
All right.
This
Come
one we didn't win right here.
Right here.
My God.
I'm sorry,
This is
y'all.
why Dallas Famous. Well, I'm sure Dallas Famous don't have these issues.
These type of issues.
Jesus.
You know what? Screw y'all. I don't care.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just here. I'm just here to worship.
Well, we here.
I'm just here.
Listen.
Y'all.
Listen. Hey, watch what y'all say about me.
I'm just a nobody.
Trying
to tell everybody.
Listen, you still in your praise corner?
Are you saying I ain't
never
moved?
left. You never
I ain't
left.
moved.
Got
Look.
you.
I got a butt print over
We
there.
gonna get on with this interview.
Okay, y'all.
Oh, man.
For those who did not log off, we appreciate y'all for staying with us.
Appreciate y'all
We
being
sure
patient.
trying to figure it out for a
Please
minute.
be patient with
All right,
me.
let me go share.
God is not through.
Yeah, go
with
share it
me.
again. Jay, go share it.
All right, so hold on.
Luke, go share it.
Are we
You don't
live?
want to?
Okay, this one is live.
We live in this thing.
All right.
We all good.
Technical difficulties
You ready
aside.
to what?
I'm ready to talk about everything.
You ready to
now.
talk about everything?
And I mean everything, Josh.
Since y'all didn't hear us,
You saw that face?
since y'all didn't hear us in the beginning,
I will leave, nigga.
since y'all didn't hear us in the beginning, DFW Said Sessions podcast.
Wow.
We back again.
Y'all was able to experience that with us, man. Hey, listen. Hey, let's play y'all something.
2024.
I know Mike said, and we back.
We back at it.
Shout out to Mike Pugh for being my off-site sound guy.
Michael Daquan
Boy,
Pugh.
it was as simple as a mute button.
My Lord.
I think Mike is more of a Jerome if he was gonna be in it.
Now he from St. Louis. That's a Daquan.
Daquan?
Yeah, that's Daquan. He done shot people before.
Well, I feel like
He
He done shot people before, Mike. I love you, Mike.
I feel like Mike Pugh is too old to be a Daquan though. I think Jerome.
He was the first one.
He was the first.
Yeah, he was the first. He was the first Daquan, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The thing is, like, you wouldn't know it unless you looked at his driver's license.
They call me
Name Daquan.
They call me Mike
He
B.
go by.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Go
look,
by Mike.
look. If he become a pastor, it's gonna be D Mike Pugh. Daquan Michael.
Dr. D. Mike Pugh.
Right, Dr. D Mike Pugh.
Dr. D.
Boy,
Mike Pugh.
I would go to his church. I swear I would.
That's funny.
I'm gonna kick PJ off the base. I'm like, hey, look, go sit out there, go learn something. Go learn something.
Go to Sunshine Band.
Right, go Sunshine Man. Go in the youth building. You be all right.
Can we do our intro again? Because I want to say my hey.
Jesus Christ. All
right.
Go ahead.
That is.
For the people in the back that didn't hear us at the beginning,
Because they didn't, actually.
That
in
red
the front and in the middle and on the left and the right side, DFW Shed Sessions podcast. We here, we back at it. We're going live tonight.
Y'all sure we back?
We
No
back.
edits.
Listen,
Okay. All right.
no edits.
No
No
edits.
edits. No edits.
This
This
is
raw.
raw.
This is raw.
Raw
Yeah.
dog, no condom.
Oh yeah.
My God. But I need to get home to my wife.
You
told
married,
me.
you
Yeah,
married,
you
you
right.
know.
I need to get back to my wife. But we didn't heard anything up. Shoot.
You getting in the mood?
I'm emptying the clip when I get home. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, I'm married.
Good. As you
Look,
can.
I ain't coveting. So this is all within the eyes of the Lord.
I just recently, I just recently.
Can we do the intro first?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So we got the beautiful Professor Mel Will.
Hey.
My good brother JL Groove.
That's why we didn't win.
I didn't mean to laugh.
Hey, you really need to. Okay, I give you that.
Hey, and
Josh, I give you
and
that.
we got the conductor of this here funk train, Mr. Lucius White, better known as Lou Paul Beats.
Yes, sir.
You want to finish the intro with?
Yeah, and we got my good brother
As if they don't know who
of
he
worship
Right.
and praise, the pastor, bishop,
Hey.
apostle.
Is my mic on?
is. Yeah. Listen,
Josh,
Praise the Lord, everybody.
I need y'all to understand. We done did this intro.
3 times.
Hey, listen. One time for the Father.
Don't go there. Don't take
And
him.
we've done it one time for the Son. And this time, the time that works.
Oh God, for the Holy Ghost. Ooh.
Sometimes you just gotta pull your knee back.
Ooh, you gotta put. Ooh, cause I'm about to stomp on that devil. I'm trying to tell you, I'm getting my knees ready. I gotta oil them up. Ooh, okay.
All right.
I think I'm all right.
All right. I think we good. Yeah.
I'm Josh Scott. I'm Jay Scott. Everybody.
Josh Scott,
God
everybody.
bless
D.
y'all.
Anthony
Josh got
said, y'all got Fred Hammond.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Go, we get started.
Mike said,
We're-
and it begins.
We're starting early.
I'm gonna send D'Anthony to my barber. That nigga look homeless. I don't want to hear nothing he got to say. Mama, I'm sorry for using the N word, but hey, it's uncut. We did this like-
Let me go ahead and do this before we just get into it. First of all, appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Josh Scott, for coming sit down with us. Also, I want to appreciate everybody that watch and follow DFW Shed Sessions. We were here recently nominated for Dallas Entertainment Awards for best podcast. Also nominated for best hosting myself.
That boy good.
And we just first of all we didn't walk away with it, but we just want to say we appreciate y'all support. We appreciate all the people who voted and did all that good stuff.
Trust me, I feel your pain.
Yeah.
Trust
You
me.
was on the
We,
ballot?
no. We about to talk about it. We're about to talk about it in just a second.
Okay.
But now, so we appreciate everybody that supported and voted. Between myself, Lou Paul, and Professor Mel, man, we put a lot of work into what we do over here, and y'all probably can't tell by the night, but but we put a lot of work into what we do, man. So we appreciate the support that we got from everybody. And
Listen, I ain't go to school for this.
everybody. We didn't either, but we was on the ballot against some monsters. Shout out to Dallas Famous. They did win it, or they or he, or but I don't know him personally. But shout out to Dallas Famous. They took it away. And I don't know, maybe we can collab on something one day. I don't know. But anyway, at the end of the day, it was a good experience. Good to be able to go. Shout out to Desi 5, man. Desi 5 and Desi 5. He'll actually be on the podcast soon. We got him. He gonna come chop it up with us soon. He put that thing together, man. He brought Dallas entertainment together from all facets of life. He brought everybody together, man. Well, him and his crew. He brought everybody together, man. And we packed that place out. Had a lot of beautiful people in there, man. So shout out to Desi 5.
I got a question.
What's going on?
How long I gotta live here before I get nominated?
I don't know, but D'Anthony cutting up.
I was
on
about to say, D'Anthony
Oh,
is getting
my
on you.
God.
D'Anthony said, why your body big up top but reduced below? Why God do that?
Why are you not knee
He
deep
said
in your
it's like
girlfriend,
half-
D'Anthony?
he said
Why are
it's-
you not knee deep in your girlfriend, bro?
He said it's like half and half.
Tell D'Anthony that he is built like an ice cream pop, all right?
Ice cream.
With the stick. Yeah. Niggas feel like them little,
Hey, Breon.
them little 2 sticks.
Breon, not Brienne.
Not Brienne.
Oh,
It's Breon.
Breon, God bless you. Phenomenal bass.
D'Anthony
basis.
said, how do your legs support your body?
Hey, man, this can't be
The
the
same
whole
way my bass line support them whack lines you be playing.
Whoa.
Nah, it's all love. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. That's
Get him. Oh, shit. What happened?
oh shit. I came unplugged.
Uh-oh. Something got
We
unhooked.
all came. Come on, man.
Oh
Really?
man.
What happened?
What just happened?
Something got unhooked.
Literally nobody moved.
Yeah, my thing came unplugged. Well, no, it didn't.
Well, they can hear us.
If they can hear us, then I don't.
Yeah,
I mean,
because it's still going on here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just your headphones.
They,
Y'all
it's the
still
headphone.
with us, right?
It's something with the headphone.
all right, I ain't tripping. Like, I could take
Well,
my.
y'all don't need the headphones anyway because he ain't using the sound box.
Yeah,
Oh, so y'all
I felt official with my
vanity.
Check. Check.
I felt official with my ears.
busy.
Hey, Michelle. Michelle say Josh.
Who's it? Which Michelle? Which Michelle?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I say Amalaha.
Hey, Michelle. Love you.
I pronounced it
Mel.
Miss Michelle.
Mel, yeah, just take a sip.
I know, I just did.
Yeah, he said
take another.
Josh.
Oh my God, block that nigga, man.
We
God,
not blocking any. Listen, we told you what was gonna happen. We told you what was gonna happen.
Golly. It's past his bedtime, nigga. He about 87 years old. It's past his bedtime.
roll with it, then.
They can still hear us.
All right, cool. All right.
Sorry, Miss Michelle. She said Amalaha. She got me all the way
Amalaha.
together. Yes, ma'am.
All right, so
Did nobody tell you to have a weird last name?
I was about to say, for the record, I don't never call you by your last name. I always call you Miss Michelle. So.
But that's why.
Okay.
Nah, shout out
The
to
Lord
Michelle.
is good.
I feel weird when I'm
I
Hey, man.
don't feel as official anymore. I feel like we just
JJ
talking
said
now.
y'all need a snicker.
the devil
said
is busy.
JJ.
Oh, okay.
The devil is busy.
He is
tonight
on
on-
Slewfoot bastard, no devil.
Here on DFW Shed Sessions, but
That-
it's all good. We're
that
gonna be
devil,
all
boy.
right.
It's because y'all got Josh on here.
Yeah.
Really, that's
Yeah.
really the reason.
I mean, it ain't my fault you hit the mute button. if you want to go that route, it ain't my fault, man, that you hit the mute
If
button.
that's what we doing.
Josh, come on now.
Yeah, hey, look, you came for me. You said it's my fault. Or me, it's.
Hey, what you show? You must not be in your praise corner anymore.
I'm in my praise corner. I'm just telling it like it is. My Lord flipped over the table. All right, so I'm
Listen.
allowed to call out something. All right.
Cause the kingdom suffered violence, but the violent, but the violent.
Ooh,
Violent.
that's in Old Testament.
Ooh. He said that's it.
Ooh, that's back when they used to kill them. Ooh, that's back when they used
I got an Old Testament.
Ooh.
An Old Testament praise.
You better put that
That's
blood
what-
on your. You better put that blood stain on your banner. You better put that blood on your banner, Doc, cause he coming.
DFW Shed Sessions.
We here.
We here. We in the building.
We in the
Hey
building.
man.
Yeah, don't look at no more comments.
We got the homie Josh Scott in the building.
What's up, y'all? What's
At
up?
this
What's up?
point, we
What's
just here having a good time. We raw dogging it at this point.
Whoa.
Which is
All right.
what married people do.
Yeah. Thank you, Lord. I ain't got to pray for forgiveness afterwards, boy. I'm trying to tell you, boy, it's empty the clip.
At all,
The fact
man.
that you said this the second time.
Yeah, I'm gonna run it back.
As
you should.
Yeah, I'm gonna run it back because that's good. I'm
Shout
gonna let
out
the
to
world
wifey.
know. Yeah, hey, babe, hey, Bree, I love you, hey, baby. All right, let's do it.
All right, let's start
So let's start from the top.
from the top.
What you got,
From
Luke?
the topless?
Y'all behave. Come on, man. Come on. Can we let's at least
Tit-
get through the first half.
I want everybody to put titty nipples in the chat.
Do not start. No, y'all don't put that.
You've done it before.
It's not even relevant.
You've
right
done
now.
it before.
Don't
You can
it.
do it again.
No,
Put titty
don't
nipples
do
in the
it.
chat.
Knowing the Anthony, he gonna say something about mine. So
See, you already got it wrong. It's titty boobies.
I'm ready.
Oh, titty boobies.
Titty boobies.
Titty boobies.
Oh,
Okay.
I missed that episode. When this happened?
Oh yeah, titty boobies.
Yeah,
Put titty boobies. in.
Let's start with let's go ahead and get some of this story. Then I'll explain.
I had an idea. All right, let's go. Let's go. We here now. I had an idea.
All right, so let's start from the beginning, brother.
All right.
So how did music become a part of your life, brother?
I'm sorry,
was
the brother got me. Okay. So, all right. So, real talk, seriousness. Let's run it back. So, as most of y'all know, I'm not from here. I'm from Anderson, South Carolina, small town of South Carolina. And I started playing drums when I was 9. Then around 15, that's when I started doing like live recordings and stuff. I picked up a couple of drum endorsements and everything like that. And then when I turned, I think it was 21. That's when I picked up bass. And then like a year later, I ended up at a mega church playing in front of like 4,500 people there for 3 services. couple. I think it's like 1.2 million online, and then ended up going on my first tour, which was international at 22, playing for this group called the Golden Voices of Gospel, which their claim to fame was they did the We Are the World tour with Michael Jackson.
Okay.
So then came back, stayed there for about a year, and then long story short, the Lord ended up really bringing me out here to Dallas. We could touch on that later if you want, but yeah.
Okay, so you saying you went from, was it Anderson, South Carolina?
Yes, sir.
So is that really like a strong music scene there, or?
Honestly, I'm be real with you.
Shout out to Gary for the stars.
Oh, Gary Axon?
Yeah.
Okay, what up, bro?
Shout out to Gary for the stars.
Honestly, Anderson's not really a huge music scene, but the people who do make it out end up being very great.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I don't want to name drop. I'm related to a couple of them, but like the people who do make it out and end up making a huge push for music or just entertainment in general, they end up making it like really big. So
okay, so I'm taking y'all must have some good music programs.
Not really. It's, I mean, honestly, bro, it ain't really
like raw talent.
Yeah, like it's either like you got it or you don't, or like you practice consistently. And because I mean, there really ain't too much else to do, besides like going to the mall, going out to eat with your friends that you grew up with from school. But that's about it. I mean, everything else is just like either you practice and you study, and you practice and study the right things, or you didn't, and then it shows. So.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. When I first started, I was doing the wrong stuff.
Got you.
Like I had all the chops, but didn't have no pocket. And I mean, everybody
you
was
that dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But see, I was
this most young.
Yeah.
Gospel
guys.
chops.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But see, the thing was that like it was being misunderstood for like arrogance. When I was just 13 years old. I was just happy to play. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't even like trying to like headhunt or nothing like that.
Show out.
Yeah, I was just happy. Like I learned this.
You was just doing what you learned.
Yeah, I learned this chop like earlier this week, and I want to play at the church. So here we go, and it worked. But at the same time, it wasn't necessary. So and then I had to pretty much relearn all that stuff once I went to college, and then after that, I just been a sponge for knowledge after that.
I want to say shout out to Aaron Weaver, but
no, you're gonna say shout out to him. I don't care what your personal vendetta. Shout out to Aaron Weaver.
Because Buddy been
that's your
tripping,
personal.
dude.
We ain't this podcast ain't got nothing to do with that.
That's my nigga. What?
I thought he was mine too.
What?
Okay.
Listen,
that dude do not return calls.
this is not his interview.
Okay.
That dude do not return.
It's not about you.
But it's my podcast.
It's not about you.
Well,
you have a whole guest
it's
sitting on
partly
this
my
couch.
podcast.
Third time's the charm, boy. I'm trying to tell you, third time's the charm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Oh buddy.
it's like, dude, like
I love you, Aaron. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
I got everything to do
Lou,
with it.
ask your next question.
Answer your messages, Aaron Weaver. Soulful Sounds. Hell.
So I noticed when we first.
Hold on.
Jesus, bro.
That nigga just aged 30 years, boy. He just turned into somebody granddaddy. All right, go ahead.
I don't like being ignored, bro. Like, answer my messages, Aaron Weaver. I'm gonna call you out. We about to have a Cat Williams moment.
No, we're not.
You got to tell him no.
I ain't got nothing to do with this. Look,
I'm just here.
I'm just here to serve the Lord and
I hope the power cord to your keyboard cable goes
Okay, next question.
As if we ain't had enough technical difficulties tonight.
Next question.
Nah.
All right.
Jesus.
All right.
I don't even know if they can hear me at this point. But next question.
No, we can.
All right. So I know
do
this.
what the Bible says. When you have an out against somebody, you take it to them.
Guess
and
what
then come before
Guess
the
what?
church.
And I hit him up
This
and he
is-
didn't respond. That's why we're here.
This the church.
That's why we're here.
Like you see me in the live. Oh, I'm finna let him have.
Oh my God.
They ain't gonna have the nerve to laugh to ha at one of my stories.
Was it funny?
Yeah, it's pretty hilarious.
Okay,
But you
well.
can ha at my story, but not respond to my messages.
Hey, that's, you know what? You need to.
It's not about me because we got Josh Scott in the building.
How many times you need to sweep behind your home front door? Because how many times have somebody, and I know for a fact because I've had this issue with you. How many times he's still working on his eventual?
Eventually.
Listen, how many times have I text you?
Eventually.
And then I get online.
I'm gonna get back to you.
And I won't take it back. Oh, I love the Lord. And I won't take it back.
Luke, please go to your next question.
Breon said, was it funny? It was funny.
It was funny, okay.
And it was funny, too.
And apparently it was funny. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah.
So, anyway. I was like,
Turn my mic off. That even pissed me off. Nah, go ahead. Y'all, hell, Lou. Hell, Lou, you got it.
I feel like this is a 3, 2, 1 shut up moment. I'm scared to breathe right now.
Nah, Lou, you got it.
I ain't scared. It's just it's a lot going on right now.
Josh done brought this raw dog spirit in here.
Hold on, wait, bro.
You did come in the door with it.
He brought this.
First of all, I just finished with my wife.
He said I just finished with my wife.
Right before I got in the car. So if that was still on me, that's between y'all. Y'all need to raw dog it out. I got mine right here.
Shout out to Michael Rigsby in the building.
Mike Rigsby, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Potter's House North finest.
All right. Go ahead, Lou. What you got?
Okay, so was it you started playing bass for the South Carolina, you're from South Carolina, and you played drums, and you switched bass and you played at some mega churches and played for some Mighty Clouds of Joy or something.
No.
Then
the Southern Singing Souls. That's who he said he played for.
Then after that,
are both of y'all done lying on me? We're not gonna do that, okay? All right? Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Do I need to run down my resume?
Let's go ahead.
We know your resume. We know your resume, brother. We know your resume.
All right, so what I was getting at.
John said he's sick on shit.
Start playing gigs together. And I remember you asked me where do I need to work on, and which to me was I wasn't expecting that question because I'm like, shoot, I don't hear anything you need to work on, but that gave me insight that you're always trying to do things to make yourself better. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nah, for real. Was there any more? Or did you want me to just touch on that? Okay. My bad. I'm
good. It's been a night.
It's been a night, y'all. So, but anyway, so focusing on your question. Yeah, bro. Okay, so when I told y'all earlier that I was focusing a lot on the bad stuff earlier growing up, 'cause I was just focusing on chops and trying to be the next Thank You God for Chops, whatever. Then I actually got blacklisted in South Carolina. People wouldn't work with me, and I didn't know why. And so it was once I picked up bass, and then once I went to college. Well,
before you got Monique.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's real. But once I went to college, and then once I picked up bass, I started learning the real, because I've already played all the chops or whatever, but I need to know how to play a song. I need to know how to flow with a band, whether it's gospel or secular. And I just need to know how to make it feel good, so that way when it's time for me to chop, it's more appreciated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've never been one to shy away from asking for help, because nobody knows it all. Shoot. Yeah. I know I said this earlier, but if Herbie Hancock can still practice and find something new on the piano, and he's 88 years old, what makes me feel like I'm so great that I don't know that I know everything? You know what I'm saying? So and then also just being real, I heard how you play, and I like and I respect how you play. So I'm gonna ask you, what did you hear that I could work on, because of the fact that you play stuff that I haven't heard before. And so I'm trying to get better, because at the end all be all, this gonna be controversial, but I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
It ain't about how many gigs you get. It's about how much money you can get to sustain yourself with the gigs you got.
Say it again.
Facts.
It's not about how many gigs you get, but it's about how much money you can get with the amount of gigs that you have. Because I've seen people do 100, 200, 300 gigs a year, and they still roommating with 5 other people. And I've seen people do 50 to 100 gigs a year, and they got a house on a hill, 3 cars, and it's all paid for, including their taxes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, at the end all be all.
They got insurance.
Yeah, exactly. They got insurance. They got health and car insurance.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, at the end all be all, you got to know where your priorities are, and then also you have to know where you are as a musician. Like you can't have one maybe mid-level name on your resume and expect $1,000 a night on a gig. Like you got to build that up. And then even when you got that on your resume, you still have to know what gig is going to be worth it. Because I mean, we was talking about it earlier before we started shooting, how, you know, a lot of times we now stray away from like the $100 gigs. You know what I'm saying? But then also it's all about the relationship you have with that person. Because like, let's just say if Lucius called me for a $100 gig, but it's like right up the street, and it's my boy, I'm gonna go if I can make it. You know what I'm saying?
Relationships are worth way more than a paycheck.
Exactly, bro.
The right
because
relationships.
Because I can tell you this right now. Back when Buttons was open, you remember Buttons open in Fort Worth? Yeah,
they
so
just
like
did a benefit or something.
Yeah,
like
for
that.
Keith. Yeah, I saw that. I couldn't make it, but I saw that. But I was playing with I think it was Drea Randall out there, and we was, you know, making whatever we was making that night, and I ended up first working with Denarius Mims, and you know, he's out at Kenneth Copeland Church at Eagle Mountain, and so, you know, I'm making that, you know, we having fun on that gig, whatever. And we built up a relationship, rapport, all that stuff. And now he's calling me out to fly out with Kenneth Copeland and Bill Winston and all them, Mark Hankins and all them, you know, and these chickens got commas now. But it's all about that relationship. Like, it's like, you know, a lot of these young guys, they feel like they deserve $300-400 a night, but all your cymbals crack. Or you can't play a simple pocket without throwing like a whole bunch of like chops and stuff in there. Like, that ain't how it works.
I heard a while ago, be careful of the toes that you step on, because they may be connected to the ass that you got to kiss later on. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's good. That's good.
Relationships are important.
Now, relationships are actually more valuable than any check, because at the end of the day, like, let's just say, like, God forbid, but this is reality. Let's just say if that person dies, but you already built a relationship with that person and the people that they're connected to, they're going to take care of you, because now you've built a relationship and rapport with them.
Absolutely.
And so that's going to keep your livelihood flowing, even if they're not here anymore.
Absolutely.
And then even if you don't even get the call to work with them again, just the relationship is bigger than getting a gig, because it's like, at the end of the day, we all going through something.
Right.
So like, I don't need to only hear from you when you got a gig that you need me for. I need to hear from you whenever I'm going through something, whenever somebody died, whenever, like, you know, whatever's happening in my life. So that's what real brotherhood is. And just going back to your point, like, you wouldn't get that if I was walking around here acting like I knew it all. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, even though you said that you couldn't hear anything that you felt like I needed to work on, at the end of the day, we all have something that we need to work on. And if you're too proud to ask or to receive that, then you've already hit your ceiling. So if you're too proud to ask for that help, and then you're still playing $75-50 a night, but you're playing 4 gigs a night at that same rate, while I'm playing 1 gig that's paying more than all of that put together, who's really winning?
Exactly. For sure.
Like,
Sure. No, you ain't speaking nothing but facts, man. Yo, we got Josh Scott in the building, the good homie, man.
What's up, y'all?
First of all, everybody that's tuning in, we appreciate y'all for staying with us and kicking it with us. We had some technical difficulties earlier, but you know, we here now. I want to ask you this. I just kind of want to pivot just a little bit. Okay. Since we here, man, you are married. Yeah, you married. If you don't mind me asking, how long you been married?
3 years.
3 years.
It'll be 4 in November.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Thank you so
awesome.
much.
Shout out. Go ahead and shout out wifey real
Yeah,
quick.
hey, my wife, Brianna L. Scott, I love you so much, baby. You're the best.
I like to ask this question to the guests that come on that have families. So you have Josh the person, right? You that's you when you're by yourself and nobody's around.
Right.
You for the past 3 years you've had Josh the husband. You also have Josh the musician that goes out and have to, I like to say, play that
Brianna
character.
said, "Hey, boo."
Who?
His wife.
Oh, my wife.
Yeah.
My wife. Oh, I thought she said Breon. Like, no.
It's Brianna,
No,
right?
no, no.
Yeah, Brianna, yeah.
Yeah, she said, "Hey, boo." I mean,
Hey, baby.
Yeah,
ain't nobody else
Mel,
say, "Hey, boo."
Mel, do not
Listen,
start.
I'm
Mel,
I'm
you're
not
not about to get me in trouble getting home, okay?
I'm not getting you. I'm literally reading her comments. She
All
got
right.
she got the.
We
you know,
already
the
put-
hearts and
we
the
are-
stuff.
I got you. I just want to make sure.
We just
Brianna L. Scott.
Because you know we not running headphones no more, so I can't really hear you that clear.
we
right.
already
I'm just
we
trying to make
already we already pulled out the clip. We trying to make sure we can
Brianna,
insert
he
the
said
clip.
he said get it ready when he get home. He
Oh,
want
she
it
already
ready.
know.
But anyway, so you have Josh, just you, the person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The man, the person that you are when you're by yourself. You have Josh, the husband. And then you are, like I like to say, you know, when we go out, you know, we have that character that we have to play that, you know, for the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so you have Josh, the musician. How do you balance? How do you balance those people?
Well, for one, I have a weird sleep schedule, bro.
Okay.
I go to bed about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I wake up maybe like 11, 12, something like that. Because, I mean, this is what I do. So, like, I'm usually working at night. So, I'm used to having, like, a late schedule. But I mean, really, the biggest balance of it all is, I mean, God. Like, the Lord, Jesus. Like, because I can't do it on my own. Because, I mean, bro, like balancing my own manhood, balancing my marriage, and the persona of being a musician, producer that, you know, travels, does work with, you know, anybody and everybody who's willing to work with me. It's like, it's a lot.
Does your partner understand what you do?
Oh yeah,
And what comes with what you do?
I'm gonna tell you exactly why she understands. We started off long distance, like, yeah.
Okay.
So like when I was living in South Carolina, she was living in Maryland.
Okay.
And then when I moved to Texas, she was still in Maryland.
And y'all met on Black Planet, and then
Dallas.
No fool, no fool. We met.
Urban Chat.
Look, she gonna kill me for this. My wife gonna kill me for this. But she actually DM'd me on Instagram.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Okay.
that.
Yeah, but
She
see,
shot her shot.
in a way.
Okay.
In a way, because like I'm gonna tell the truth, babe.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell the truth.
I may be able to use that. Go ahead.
Okay. So here's the scenario. So back on my old page, I had posted. Matter of fact, this was like a month after I got my bass, and like D'Angelo's newest record that came out, the Vanguard record.
Vanguard, yeah.
And what's that song? Betray My Heart. You know the one where Pino's moving. Do 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 do.
She said cap.
He ain't finished the story yet.
Anyway.
That's how you know. I don't know.
Anyway.
He
I
ain't
think she
finished
was
the
saying
story
cap
yet.
about her sliding into his DMs.
I'm getting there,
Okay,
babe.
go ahead.
God,
I was
dog.
just reading her comments. She
Man,
said
what,
cap.
what time is it? Go to bed. You gotta work in the morning. Anyway, so I was playing that song, right? And then she hit me up in my DMs and was like, "Yo, I love this song. I love bass. You sound good." And just left it at that. So it wasn't like she was trying to holler at nothing. But I was trying to holler at her because I looked at the page and I was like, what's up? And then plus I got tired of all the girls that was around my area, at the time. So it was like, I mean, and I was already getting my mindset ready for the tour life. So I was getting ready, for traveling, and it was dumb, but it was smart. To like go ahead and play that role early of like, whenever I'm traveling to already be committed. So that way I ain't got to worry about working on that once it gets real hectic. You know what I'm saying? So I hollered at her at first we didn't even like each other. Like we did. We just had two different thought processes about each other, and it wasn't until maybe 2016 on my birthday she hit me up, and then something just clicked. Like it was just different. Like the connection, the vibe was there, and then I was actually playing at Ebenezer Martin Luther King Old Church in Atlanta for Jonathan McReynolds. I was subbing for my boy Brandon Gilliard, and I was playing for Jonathan McReynolds that night, and she flew down from Maryland to Atlanta, to meet up with me, because that was my first.
Flew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Women, she flew.
My Lord, that's.
I'm there with you. Go ahead, bro.
Ooh, that's
a word.
That's heavy.
Mm-hmm. She flew.
She flew.
Leg, boy, that's
See, look,
Go ahead, Josh.
women, when you fly, you can get one of these. Right?
Listen,
when you fly yourself out,
instead of been trying to be what
flew out. When you pay your own way,
turn to your neck.
Look, and the thing is, I took care of everything else. I took care of the hotel. All
you
the
said
food.
just get here, baby.
Yeah, just get here. That's it.
Turn to your neighbor and say flu.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Oh, let me finish. So anyway,
it don't take much from me.
I'm trying to contain myself, dog. Like you
trying to hold your mood.
Okay, I'm sorry. She flew out.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, she flew out. I took care of everything else. Matter of fact, we actually ate at the church in between services, and and then afterwards, hung out, talked, and everything. Then like a week later, we made it official. But she was already back in Maryland, so like we was doing a long distance thing, and honestly, it was tough because like 5 months after I started that relationship, I moved out here. So I was the new guy. I played bass. Apparently, I didn't suck, and I wasn't ugly. So it's like, there was a lot of curiosity in the streets.
Understood.
And with us being on a different time zone, situation, like she would go to bed like super early. Like when my gig would be like halfway done. So the temptation to do stuff was definitely there. But I literally had to pray, and I was like, God, look, if this is the woman that you want me to have, and this is the woman that I'm going to be with for the rest of my life, train me up so that way I can be faithful to her when I'm on the road. And when I'm away from her.
That's a good prayer.
Yeah.
For a musician.
I think one of the for anybody.
He's a musician, so we're gonna keep it there.
But I think
and a producer. Because I've heard a lot of couch stories. A lot of casting couch stories. As far as doing production and stuff.
Not this couch.
Yeah, not this couch. But you know what I'm saying.
We're pure on this couch.
Yeah, this couch is holy. I ran a black light over. Ain't nothing over there. But
no, I think the key thing though is that like you were already, before you got into it, you were already in the mindset of having like an established family and like, in other words, I mean, in a weird way, it's gonna sound like a reach, but it's like you were already practicing.
No, you absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You are like, just like you practice your drums, you practice your bass, you were practicing to be a suitable husband.
You're absolutely right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's still a practice.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, like once you get married, like it ain't like, I'm here.
Absolutely.
I've arrived.
Everything's
like,
sweet.
Oh yeah, everything gets elevated because now like you're not only the man of the relationship, but you're like literally, as the Bible says, you have to die to yourself daily to God. And it's like and so that's why she has no problem submitting to me because of the fact that I die to myself to the Lord's will. And she knows that if something messes up, either the Lord ordained it or I didn't follow through. So with that being the case, she, even though, you still get pushback every now and again, but like for the most part, like she has no problem, letting me go out, do what I got to do because she know I'm coming home. Like that ain't to say that every time going out is easy, but also having the wife that I have, ladies, she makes it easy for me to come home. Like makes it real.
Say it again.
Like for the wife that I have, even before when she was just a girlfriend, she makes it real easy for me to come home.
Jeez.
I'm gonna be messy for 2 seconds.
Go ahead.
When y'all first moved in together, what was one thing you was like, oh, I didn't know you do that. That's interesting.
You all up in their business.
Next question.
Thank you. All right. You ain't gonna get this young man in trouble.
Next question.
Know that this live.
What was that one thing? Hold on.
Next question.
That's smart.
You said nope.
That's
nope.
smart.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay, so let's go ahead and pivot. Right?
Let's pivot again.
Yeah, he tried it, didn't he?
He did try.
Well, he tried it, but
and he will try it again.
Baby,
hey, I care more about my marriage than I do anything else. So you can try all you want.
I didn't know you left your drawers.
JJ called you messy.
That's hilarious.
So I do have a question. So when you first moved here to Dallas, was it kind of tough in the beginning getting gigs, or what was you doing? Like
honestly, no. Like, yeah, honestly, no, it wasn't tough because that was back before the big side of the Freeman opened up. So it was just a small side, and I went down there on a Thursday because my boy Tay Robinson, when he was living here, he took me down there, and I sat in one night. I put my name down. I sat in. Nobody knew me. I just started playing, and I wasn't, and Rob Gaines, phenomenal, killing.
Oh, can I pause?
Go ahead.
Right I don't mean to interrupt you, but shout out to the homie Robert Gaines. He did just get out the hospital.
Oh, thank God.
He is out.
Thank God.
You know what I'm saying? Going through what he's going through, but it would be super dope to have, be able to have him back on stage. Yeah.
Rob, we love you, bro.
Yeah, real. Man. So shout out to the good.
And Sean Martin, we still love you, bro. We still praying
Absolutely.
for you.
So shout out to. I'm gonna let. But do it seem like it's been? And I'm not one of those. I'm a very spiritual. I'm not a religious person, but I'm a spiritual person. Mm-hmm. But do it seem like, and don't forget what you was about to say.
Okay.
But do it seem like it's just been a weird attack on musicians, like and I mean like the top tier. Mm-hmm. It seemed like it's been like a weird. Like it seemed like the people. And not to shun anybody else that's going through some stuff, but it seemed like it's just been a weird attack on musicians specifically.
Well, I have a perspective about that though.
You want to go?
No, you go because we interviewing you.
Oh, okay. Well, we bless God. Honestly, yeah, there definitely is an attack, but it's what.
Go ahead. I just read a comment.
Okay.
Yeah, I read that, and I'm trying to see.
I'll say it. I don't care. Shout out to Second to None Band. I'll say it. I don't care.
Michelle said, Josh, we had a time with Jaguar wrong.
What? We had a time with Jaguar wrong.
Jaguar wrong.
Right?
Jaguar wrong.
She said Jaguar wrong. I was like, oh.
Why did she bring that up?
I knew exactly what she was talking about.
All right, so anyway, back to your question before I finish your question. I'm not touching the Jaguar. So the only thing I would say about Jaguar is that everything that she told me in that rehearsal has happened.
Really?
Everything. Everything from Diddy, Harvey Weinstein.
So she ain't putting on.
Nope. Okay. And that was literally she told me all this stuff when her son had just got murdered. And like you could see like the pain in her eyes, like as she was telling. I mean, bro, she wouldn't blink, like as she was telling me this. And like we outside of the rehearsal room, we over there off of 183, like in Dallas, whatever that spot is over there by that McDonald's, over there kind of near the airport. Okay. But not Empire, but it's another spot. Okay. But yeah, like she was dead on. So that's all I'm gonna say. That's all.
Delivery is important, though. I think.
Yeah, but also
But
see, the thing is like, she told me stuff that I'm not gonna repeat.
Yeah.
But whenever you've been wronged by so many higher up people that have projected you to go higher than your counterparts, and then they shunned you for that. That can definitely cause bitterness, and you can't you can't judge somebody's delivery based off of what you think, how you think they should sound, because you don't know everything that they've been through. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with me working with her, I was listening to her, and it was like I pushed past the delivery and I heard the feeling, the hurt, and also the unadulterated truth behind it. And she wasn't wrong. She still ain't wrong.
I got.
So anyway, touching back on your thing.
Musicians.
Yeah, there's definitely been an attack on musicians. It's more so. I feel like it's more so of a wake up call.
Okay.
Yes.
Like, I know, we laugh and joke and everything like that, but also like, musicians, I mean, I'm taking this into consideration for myself. Like, health is important.
Yeah.
And also knowing when to say no is important.
Absolutely.
Because whenever there's a demand for what you do, whether it's a low demand or a high demand, like you have to take into consideration everything that goes into it. So like, let's just say I got to fly out to New York. If I got to fly out to New York and it's a 6 a.m. flight, I got to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I got to be at the airport by 4. I got to be on this plane by this time. I got to fly there. Like that could take a toll on your body too. Once I get there, I got to get my stuff. I got to wait on the Uber or the shuttle. I got to get to the hotel. I may be able to relax before we got sound check. I got sound check. I got time in between sound check and the gig. I got to play the gig. I got to wait until the shuttle is done. I got to get back on the shuttle. I got to get back to the hotel. I got to pack before I sleep because I got another 4 a.m. lobby call to fly to another city.
This is all within 24 hours.
And this is all within 24 hours. So the thing is like you have to take into consideration of your health, what you're eating, based off of what your time schedule is going to be. Because like bro, I'm guilty of it.
Ain't no healthy stuff in the, in the area.
I'm guilty of it, bro.
McDonald's.
I'm guilty of it. And the thing is like, bro, you can't rely on you can't rely on McDonald's and Burger King for that strenuous of a schedule, especially if you don't have time to work out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, every now and again it's cool. But for that type of situation, you have to be very mindful because it also plays a part as far as the venue is concerned. Because I had one show matter of fact, it was my first show with Dave Hollister. We was in Detroit and playing at the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater.
Okay.
And that's overlooking the Detroit River and everything, and Canada's right there. But it was Dave, Chrisette Michelle, Kiki Wyatt, and Music Soul Child. Now, it was a mess, like from start to finish. Okay. But like the thing is that we were outside the entire time. Like, yeah, we had a little green room, but we was outside the whole time. So you got heat, you got heat to worry about as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As well as, just dehydration of all this constant moving around and everything. So you take it how you want. You can't be in the club drinking liquor every night and not expect for something to happen.
Right.
No.
You can't be at these venues eating whatever you feel like eating and expect nothing to happen.
For sure.
And even if you do take care of yourself, you have to make sure that if this is going to cause too much stress on my body, either you got to up the price so that way I can have time to relax and rest, or I got to say no. But that only applies to, like you said, the top level musicians who can afford to say no, who can be like, nah, $2,200 ain't enough. I need $4,000.
Yeah.
And if they can't do that, then I can't do it.
Yeah.
Josh, I got a question for you.
What's
on
up?
that same wavelength, right? So you talk about the physical. Do you think also, do a musician's mind play a big factor in how they deal with their gigs, how they deal with their health, how they deal with obstacles, how they deal with how they, how they treat themselves, how they feel about themselves? Because I feel like a lot of musicians, if you look at posts these days, and of course everybody feel it ever since the pandemic, everybody feel it. But it seems like it's more transparent now than what it was, back then. I feel like musicians right now, they're in a very vulnerable state, and some of them are transparent with it. And so now you're starting to see the mentality, you're starting to see if they are all there. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, how you feel? Do you feel like that plays the mentality of the musician? Does that play a big part?
Oh, that plays a bigger part than the physical because you got to think about what you're doing before you do it. Cause I mean, you know, like I'm not bashing anybody for doing this, but like, you know, like if you stay smoking 22 hours a day and you only sleep 2, or you stay drinking 20 hours a day, you only sleeping 4, or like you stay, you know, knee deep in somebody else's girl or whatever the case is, then from there, that's going to translate into other stuff. But that's also that's all from. I mean, let's keep it real, bro. Let's keep it real. Like, bro, I done had musicians slide into my wife DMs. She's told me.
That's wild.
So it's like,
and they will.
That's what I'm saying.
And then at the next gig, dap you up and call you bro.
Call you bro. What up, bro, man? How you been, man? They ain't gonna tell you that while you was at the gig and they saw your wife. They DM'd her while you was there, while y'all was there playing. But anyway, that's besides the point. But anyway, mental plays a huge part in it, and like that's why I'm such an advocate for God, for Jesus, for the Bible, because all these other vices are only a temporary fix.
Yes.
Like they all go from it's all an attack from the enemy, whether it's smoking, drinking, porn, lusting after other people girls and doing that stuff, lying, or stealing, other people boys. Yeah, you right. But so anyway, like all that stuff is just a form of perversion that comes from the devil.
Yeah.
And you can't give the devil that kind of power, especially when every musician is so vulnerable up there on that stage.
Yeah.
That's why it's so easy for us to get girls. Mm-hmm. Because they see the emotion that we play with every single night, the transparency. Yeah. So like they're seeing that and they like, oh yeah, he up on the stage, he sound good, and he making me feel some type of way. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, let me.
Energy is transferring.
Exactly. So let me see what that thing talking about. Mm-hmm. And then from there, let me see. You got baby mamas, baby daddies, all this stuff. You can't even enjoy the gig money that you got because you paying child support to everybody. You see what I'm saying? But it literally all starts up here. And I'm not trying to judge nobody. That's just the truth. Yeah. Like if you feel some type of way, it is what it is. Like, bro, I love you. I'm like, we're in this together, but you have to acknowledge what is happening.
Right.
Dude, I look at it like this, and again, whatever you believe, it is what it is. But I look at it like this, like who was the absolute first coldest musician?
They say Lucifer, so it makes a lot of sense.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that. And
also, so you see what Lucifer went through. Mm-hmm. So now, with that comes bitterness on his end.
Of course. So
why do you think? You know what I'm saying? The first type of person he wouldn't attack wouldn't be a musician.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Anything to do with music.
Right.
You took my slot.
Yeah. Right.
You took my spot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why you attacked David so heavy with Bathsheba.
Exactly.
And then killing her husband.
You know,
on the front line. So yeah, it's all spiritual. Yeah, like I don't care how you want to tie it up or twist it. It's all spiritual. Absolutely. And the thing is, bro, going into these venues, because you just say you know my resume.
Yeah.
So I've played with some of the top gospel and some of the top secular. Mm-hmm. Them rooms ain't always safe.
For sure.
Even in the gospel world.
I was just about to say in the gospel.
Them rooms ain't safe.
For sure.
So like you gotta go prayed up because even though, Lord, this another gem.
Especially the quartet scene. Come on,
boy,
man. That's damn near worse than That's damn near worse than the Freeman.
I'm gonna touch on that.
Come on, man.
Anyway. But see, the thing is like you gotta stay prayed up because regardless of whatever genre of music that you're hired to play, you could be the only version of Jesus that people see.
Wow.
And that's how and that literally changed my perspective on how I approach gigs, on how I approach situations, because I want to do everything in excellence. Mm. Because like I don't want for people to leave and be like, man, that bass player wasn't hitting today. Mm. Because if I'm the only version of Jesus that they see, then they gonna be like, why would I want to serve a guy like him? You know what I'm saying? So I want to do everything in excellence so that way I represent him in excellence.
I'll tell you one thing. Playing with you, you will never be forgotten.
Wow.
All the gigs I've done with you, this dude here.
Lou got saved when he was.
Yeah.
He was a rich undone. He was a rich undone.
Oh yeah, I know.
Before he met you,
I know.
You know what I'm saying? You see how much weight he lost. It
Boy.
was because it was because he played with you.
It's the energy you had in this
Hey man.
He was a rich undone.
Hey man, look. As far as that energy goes, I love what I do.
Yeah.
And I love it when I'm playing with other people who love what they do and are pros. Like you could play whatever you want to play on whatever instrument you're playing, but you choose to play the right things for that right part. You know what I'm saying? It's like you as a drummer. If I'm playing with you and we lock, I don't expect a off polyrhythmic lick in 6/4 and we in 4/4 playing before I let go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I've heard that BS too.
Yeah, I know, because I've dealt with it.
Right.
So it's like whenever I'm playing with people who love what they do, who are great hangs, and who make the music feel good, of course I'm gonna have the energy.
Yeah.
So bro, like I wouldn't have that energy if you weren't who you are. Like that's real.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like yeah, like bro, like
I think I saw you one time without the energy.
oh yeah, it's
Did it break your heart?
It was a this is just a brief gig tell.
He went to Whataburger right after that too.
and this was between the year 1 and 2 that I was here.
This is a company he used to play with, but
Oh Jesus, okay. All right.
we had a last minute drummer sub in, and so sound check. He sound checked with, and he came to me like right in sound check, right in my ear. Man, have you know anything about the drummer? I said, brother, I'm finna find out. At the same time you are. So.
Hey, and Paul, before you finish that, I don't ever judge anybody based off what they look like.
Right.
Because I've seen some of those killing people who
yeah.
don't look like they could play for nothing.
If I see JoJo Mayer walking on the street, if I see JoJo Mayer walking on the street, then I wouldn't automatically assume that he, you know.
Exactly, but you wouldn't even know that he has his own signature line with
exactly.
Yeah. So but go ahead.
Or merch line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he like you. I said I'm finna be just as surprised as you. I don't know what we're gonna get. So
right.
So sound check was very sketchy. So we sound check dinner set.
Yeah.
We doing Patsy Cline Crazy, just a simple ballad. Drummer decides not to play it all.
Okay.
And Josh like, bro, what?
Not even cymbal swells, not even nothing.
Nothing.
Not they thing.
And we're using backing tracks too, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's no drums in there. It's just a click. So go ahead.
Yeah. So Josh like, bro, what you doing? I don't know this song. Like he froze up. Like, bro, it's just a ballad. You ain't even got to play. Ain't no licks, no hits or nothing. Just playing the ballad. So.
See, my thing is, bro, if you don't know the song, say something. I'm way more willing to help you if you don't know something versus you acting like you know it and then folding. Because then I have no sympathy for you. Like, bro, you had every chance to ask somebody, not even me.
Yeah.
You had every chance to ask somebody for help, and you chose not to, either because of pride, ego, or because of being scared. And you can't be scared. You can't have pride. You can't have ego. You can't be arrogant up there on that stage, especially with me, because I've played with some of the world's best. It's hard. It's extremely hard to impress me. And I'm not saying that I'm just, big person, but I'm saying like
it's a mediocrity thing. Like,
exactly. It's like I'd much rather you tell me, hey bro, I don't know this song. Can you help me? I'll guide you. I don't care if I'm getting paid extra or not. I will guide you. You've seen it.
Yeah.
Bro, I've got people through whole 3-hour nonstop gigs, just off of the fact that since I'm up here on stage, I don't want my brand to suffer because of your arrogance and your ignorance. And when people start to really think like that, And if people put their ego aside, then maybe we won't have to pay for $100 gigs no more.
Ooh. Yeah.
Maybe we can start playing original music around town and people actually appreciate it because people aren't just messing around over this person's song because they don't know it.
That sounds heavy.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, what's up?
Let me ask you this because I mean, even though you're not quote unquote from Dallas, you've been in the scene for enough time to have an opinion, man. How do you feel about the state of the Dallas-Fort Worth music scene now?
Take your time.
I love all of y'all. But I feel like it's in trouble. Partially because a lot of people gatekeep information. A lot of people act like they know more than what they actually do. A lot of people put on this facade of being this person when they're not. And when you have the younger generation coming up looking at who are now the G's or the OGs and seeing how they act, they feel like they got to amp it up to be the next great one. And a lot of the guys who I'm cool with around here, we don't have that issue because we all know that it took somebody else helping us out and being humble to let us know, how we got to make it. But it's a lot of people who don't want to take the time out to help people, or it's a lot of people who just don't want to learn. And they feel like because they hear, okay.
Talk about it.
They feel like because they'll hear an Instagram clip of somebody going ham for 60 seconds, that they feel like they got to play a 3-hour gig like that. And they don't realize that he got that gig because that other 2 hours and 59 minutes that he was playing, he wasn't doing all that. But then you have all the guys who swear up and down that they're like the gatekeepers or whatever, trashing these dudes instead of helping them. So then you get people who want to help them, but then they felt like that either they've been pushed aside by too many people or they feel like they know it all, so they don't want to listen. So then it's just like, okay, you doing your own thing. I'm gonna do my own thing. And it's just like there's no togetherness or camaraderie. I ain't gonna say there's none. There's very little from where it could be. But that's not even a Dallas or Fort Worth scene. That's a thing as a whole as musicians. Because I've seen it in Atlanta, I've seen it in Charlotte, I've seen it in LA, I've seen it in New York, Chicago, all that stuff. Like everybody has their own clique, their own crew that they run with. And that's cool to an extent because of the fact that we all are in the same goal together. And I'm gonna say this. There is no such thing as the top spot. There is no such thing as the top spot. Like, look at the Grammys last night.
Right.
Beyonce has, 80 Grammys, but couldn't win Album of the Year? Taylor Swift won it.
More than one.
There's more than one spot up here, up top. Everybody thinks that you got to undercut somebody to get to the top. And that's another problem that I've seen, and we've talked about that off camera.
Absolutely.
And it's like, bro, you can't get to the top undercutting people.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, there's no way. Because, like, bro, if you're cutting into my paycheck, then either A, you're selling yourself short, or B, you're forcing them to put their brand in a situation just because you want to make money or you want to be seen.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, it's not always about that. Like we need to learn how to help each other and be open to hearing each other. Because until then, we ain't gonna go past Deep Ellum and Louisville and Arlington or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I love living here. Like, I love everybody here. But also at the same time, we all know that it could be better. And it don't start with them. Because them is us. It starts with us. So if we're not willing to do the work, then there's no reason to sitting there complaining on Facebook or Instagram. There's none.
Yeah.
So
what's the shut up.
So what's the work? What's the work? How do you fix it? Not you, but I'm just saying.
No.
How does that? What's one little piece of a nugget that could help towards the steps to rectifying us being better as a musician artist community?
More clinics. More just dialogue amongst the OGs and the up and comers, the G's and the just starting out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of these things that OGs expect from the younger people, they just don't know. Mm-hmm. And they haven't been taught, but you can't expect somebody to know something if they've never been taught that.
True.
Facts.
So if the communication starts and like you start having cause all right, matter of fact, Quamon Fowler, good friend of mine, you know, killing sax player and all this other stuff. He does this clinic every month. Matter of fact, if the Anthony was on, if he's still on, he was there I think a week or so ago with his clinic. Mm-hmm. And he puts on the clinic, you know, helping out, you know, jazz cats. Mm-hmm. You know, like with their vocabulary, their language, and how to approach music and everything like that. And that junk helps because not only are you getting information, but you're building community. Mm-hmm. And you're not pushing people to the side who don't fit in what you would consider the it crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And like that's the thing. It's like, yeah, you can have your niche, but at the end all be all, if you're not versatile, then if that genre doesn't take off the way you want, you SOL.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's really the communication as a whole. Mm-hmm. And the OGs putting on for the younger G's and not being worried about who's gonna show up. Mm-hmm. Because the people who don't show up, that's their loss. Mm-hmm. The people who do show up, they're gonna overrun the people who don't show up. Because they're going to get that information that these people who are complaining about that they don't have it and they won't show up, they're going to get that information and surpass them, and there's nobody to blame but them because the information is there. Right. They just didn't take the time to do it. Right. But we have to set up something to where the information is available. And here's another thing. Quit worrying about people surpassing you.
That's big.
Like, you know, holding on to certain information or whatever. Big. Because at the end of the day, bro, if somebody wants to hire Jay Scott to play bass, they're gonna hire me. Mm-hmm. If they want to hire you to play drums, they're gonna hire you. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the end all be all. So like, if somebody wants to hire me, then whatever I tell X, Y, and Z over here, that's not gonna determine my work. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, I built a rapport, and if they decide to go with them, cool. Mm-hmm. But if they want to still hire me, that is perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, what God has for me is going to be for me. Mm-hmm. Right. And I'm not going to my grave with information that could have been useful to help the next generation of musicians. I'm not doing that.
That's good.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I think what you said is definitely it holds true. Because, you know, me coming up when I was a kid, I wasn't good enough to play for Offering. Boy. And I've said this on the pod before, you know, Offering and the Sunshine Band and Benediction, that's when they let the whoever's play. Yeah. And I wasn't good enough to play for that.
You was the whoever?
Yeah, but
like 8 drummers at y'all church? Yeah, you know, it's like a gazillion drummers at the church.
But what wound up happening was so it was a couple things, right? Because I think because we talk about the OGs and the lack of information that we give. That's part of the reason why we had this pod. But another part about that is the lack of.
Hey, K-Lou.
What up, bro?
Shout out to K-Lou. It's not football season, so we can be friends. So
this is gonna be the second person.
Hey, I ain't got nothing bad to say about K-Lou during the off season.
Oh, jeez.
Because we both on the Cavs, so it's all good. But now, it's also the lack of listening.
Oh yeah.
Because they've built this sense of entitlement.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
But what I said earlier, it doesn't matter who doesn't listen.
Right.
Because the fact is, okay, I'll put it to you like this. I'm going to put him on blast. I think he's watching. One of my homies back home, his name is PJ Donald. He goes by Wendell Donald on Facebook.
Okay.
Like young homie of mine, he's like now 24, 25 now. But when I met him, he was like 13, 14. Okay. Cold on everything, but like he transposed. Okay. He only playing like C sharp and F sharp. I got him out of that. But the thing was, he listened, and I'm not taking credit for it. But I'm just saying exactly what it is. Now, you know that new Ty Galbraith record that came out?
Okay.
70% of that record is him.
That's wild.
He went from playing at Change Church and ATL, Darius Daniels Church with Ty Galbraith. He went from doing that to being an MD over Redemption East, which is a multi-million-dollar mega church. And has done so many records for so many other people. Has been on the Grammy ballot, didn't make the final nomination, but he's been on the Grammy ballot, like for some records that he's done. And I'm not saying that to take credit for anything he's done, but all I'm saying is he listened, and with that one person who listened, he ended up setting up other people to listen to him. And the thing is, you can't focus. Like, I'm sorry, you good. The thing is, you can't focus on all the cats who don't listen, because everybody ain't gonna listen, bro.
You can't. But I think the difference, what you did and what was done with me, and I'm sure it's just us in general, is when we got that criticism. One, on the OG side of the fence. One, whether it was maybe a little bit rough or whatever, they did it with love and intention.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? They didn't do it to set you up for failure. Right. They did it specifically so you could succeed. Right. You know what I'm saying? But then on the other end,
the church they didn't care.
But then on the other end, the reason
church they did it too. They like, hey, get off the road.
But and that's what I was about to say. But the on the other end, the reason I don't have that sense of entitlement is because I wasn't able to just get on any and everybody's stage. Right. They was like, yo, no, you ain't ready yet. But this is how you get ready. You need to do this, that, and the other. They didn't just criticize without help.
Right. Now, see, here's the thing though. Goes back to what she asked about mentality. It's all a mental mindset, because you can either take what they say as like they hating on me, and I'm about to keep doing whatever I'm doing, or you can take it as like, okay, he knows what he's talking about. Right. Let me sit down and figure out why this isn't working for me and why what he's saying should be working for me. It's all a mental mindset. And
OGs, if you ain't got nothing to back what you say.
Josh, speaking of Jay.
Oh Lord.
How do you feel about, he just called himself whosoever will.
What?
How do you feel about willing workers?
Elaborate, please.
The people who sat on the front of the pew with drumsticks, willing to get on the drum set.
Okay. I personally don't see an issue with it, but also
no.
Yeah, but also
first of all, your question is very is very light. Your question is missing a lot of what's
Josh
supposed to be in it.
To answer it.
I'm just saying.
For
him to give a proper answer, he needs to. He should know what I'll come with it interviewer.
Josh, all right, go ahead. Josh, how do you feel about a willing worker person who's willing to work but don't have all the abilities to work? Jay started out like that.
And don't I love what the F they doing and ain't willing to listen. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, okay.
Ask the right question.
All right, with that, I'm gonna answer your first, and I'm gonna answer yours second.
Oh, mine wasn't like that.
No, because he put a little more detail on there.
A little bit more detail,
but it's still in the same vein. So, somebody who's willing to learn but doesn't have the natural ability.
Like a Commissioner Fred Hammond from right here. Go ahead.
No, don't even. Don't.
It just hit me. It just hit me.
Mic yourself.
Okay.
You don't.
We was having a good time, bro.
You look like Josh Scott.
We was having a good time. I done heard this enough since moving out here.
Josh Scott.
I do not.
He look like Josh B3.
Yeah.
You his mic. So anyway,
I could definitely do it,
Yeah.
but you won't be heard either.
you know what? I'll just yell. Okay. So, so anyway, to answer your question, I love a person who doesn't have the natural ability but is willing to learn. Because if you have the natural ability but you're not willing to learn, then you're just gonna end up that person who should have been. But if you're willing to listen and you don't know what you're doing, then that means you're willing to put in the time it takes to get to where I am and surpass me. And I'm okay with that. Like I'm not a gatekeeper. I don't care nothing about that. I'm dropping nuggets for free on here. Like I ain't get paid for this.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Well,
go ahead.
We would love to pay you, but
I would love for you to pay me too.
we don't got it.
I know.
Gary gave us stars earlier.
Okay, that's fine.
How you feel about tambourine players in church?
Don't disrespect me like
Talk
that.
about it.
Don't disrespect
Say
me
what
like
you
that.
feel.
And Josh, you better watch
answer
your
your
mouth.
Say
I'm
what
gonna
you
answer your
feel.
first question, and then I'll touch on that briefly.
Say what you
briefly.
And tread lightly.
Say what you no,
I didn't know you was a tambourine player.
Tread hardly.
This is a tambourine house.
Tread hardly.
I don't see one around here. So I didn't know.
Because it's locked up.
Okay, my bad. I didn't know you had a tambourine safe. I didn't even know they made that at Guitar Center.
They
My
do.
bad. Okay, my bad. I didn't know that. I didn't know Guitar Center had that.
Don't let Jay get you in trouble.
A tambourine safe at Guitar Center. Hey, bro, they got them little hooks on there. Yeah, this one for first Sunday.
It's the one with the praying hands too.
Right.
It's the praying hands.
Oh, this is my bad, bro. Yeah, this is the praying hand one, and then this is the one for the record.
with the highlight.
Y'all
Yeah, for the record.
disrespectful.
Now this is the one without the head on there.
The sheepskin.
Loose.
Yeah, ain't no head on there.
Oh, no head.
Yeah, it's
Y'all
yellow with
disrespectful.
Hilarious.
it's yellow with the handle on there. Okay, anyway. So with your situation, you either needed some tough love or you needed to get embarrassed.
And he got both.
And I'm gonna tell you why I said that, cause I was you. Like, but I wasn't the fact that I wouldn't listen. It was just the fact that, like I said, I was misunderstood. So like, I was just so happy to play that every time I practiced and I learned something new, I wanted to bring it to church. But I didn't realize that whatever song I was playing, it wasn't that time for that. But whenever they gave me the delivery that I didn't like, hence the Jaguar Wright situation. Whenever they didn't give me the delivery I didn't like, I took it as like they was hating on me versus this is just tough love. And then from there, I had to learn the hard way, bro. I would embarrass myself, and I'll tell this story. Honest to God, 15 years old, I'm playing a live recording for my church. This other drummer that they brought in had 7 songs. I had 4.
You on drums?
Yeah, I'm on drums.
Okay.
Yeah, and like the first 3 songs, good. You know, wax, clean, all that stuff. I've been practicing this lick. I've been practicing this lick for this last song. Bro, I get to the end and I'm like, okay, I'm about to nail it. I'm about to blow up. I'm about to get so much where I'm about to be next Calvin. Calvin was my look. Without defending the Lord, Calvin was my idol. Like I modeled everything after Calvin, all the paradiddles, all that stuff, and that was me.
Licks.
Yeah, like all the Marvin Sapp licks. That's when I came up.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but bro, I did the lick, I did the chop, got off the click. In front of everybody who mattered in that area. And a live recording. They had to fix it with the other drummer, and it was terrible. They couldn't even use that song on the record. It's still on the record, but they couldn't use it to market the whole record. So I ended up getting embarrassed to the fullest extent. But at the end of the day, I learned. I learned, and that's what needed to happen. And so it's like, whenever guys who aren't willing to listen, but they have the natural ability, oh yeah, you just need to get embarrassed one or a few good times, or get your feelings hurt to the extent to where you gonna either listen or you gonna retire. Yeah. Because either way, somebody ain't gonna deal with you.
I got you.
And I'd much rather be the person that people deal with versus the person that people don't deal with.
Are you still taking drum gigs or
From time to
is it
time,
just
bro,
bass?
matter of fact, I canceled a gig today for this interview.
Oh, we appreciate
Like I usually play at Eddie V's with Mahogany on Mondays.
Okay.
And
shout out to K-Lou for the stars. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, K-Lou.
Appreciate you, K-Lou. Love you, bro. But yeah, I'm playing drums on Mondays up there.
Dope.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I still record and listen to everything. I got a whole studio in my house. So, you know, I still take the gigs. It's just that I done got to a place now where, bro, I'm not about to carry my whole drum set out for
man.
anything.
I got one question. I got one more question. Then we got to go on break.
All right, bet.
We got to go on break. But you have a very extensive resume. You've played for some of the tippity top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Thank you, Lord.
What was that first call that you got where you was like, oh shit, like, you know, like what was that first one that you got where you was like, oh, like that's the one, that artist or situation that you played for?
The first one where I was like, that's the one, or just that first major artist? Like, which one?
Those are two different for you?
Yeah.
Okay, both. Answer both.
All right. And this is no disrespect to to that artist, but like
you talking about the first one. Yeah.
The first one was Dorinda Clark Cole. Cause
you on bass drums?
Drums.
Okay.
I got that call. As a matter of fact, I was going to South Carolina State, and there was this church that was like right across the street.
Famous.
Okay, he was in the elevator with Emmitt Smith the other day. What are you talking about? Like,
he get on my nerve too. It's fine. It's
K-Lou and DeAnthony. They just won't serve the Lord like the way they're supposed to. They just won't do it. Like, right. Anyway, love y'all. But yeah, that was the first one where it was like, okay, like people trust me, because that was after the whole live recording blackball.
Yeah.
So like I was like, okay.
So that's what got you blackballed.
Yeah, it was the live recording.
That? Okay.
Yeah.
In your city.
Yeah. So that was the first one. She was mad cool. I mean, cool.
He said K-Lou said being in the elevator and on stage are two different things. K-Lou, leave us alone. We trying to work, bro.
Sad thing is, he not lying. Because like I ended up playing a gig where Emmitt Smith was introducing his I think it was his whiskey at the time.
Okay.
And he was there. Matter of fact, he took a picture with my wife. If it wasn't for the fact that he was huge and had 18 other ex-football players with, I would have fought him. But, you know, that's besides the point. I love you, Emmitt. Anyway, so like Dorinda Clark Cole, she was the first one. She was mad cool. She gave me hope as far as like dealing with artists.
Okay.
Because I deal with a lot of mid-level artists who have that whole mentality of like you should be proud to play for me. Like I'm making your career. Yeah. This little $75 about to change your life, and these little songs I'm about to do that nobody else knows about to change your life. But Dorinda Clark Cole, who was a legend, like she got the Lifetime Achievement Grammy yesterday.
She sure did.
She is a legend. She is mad cool. Like we talked. She responded to my tweet. Like after that, and
we got to talk about the nomination you was on a little bit later. But
okay, all right. We'll get to that. Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, that was that, and then the big one was it's kind of like a two-part, but it was when I was on tour with Stone Maker, and we got to go on tour with the Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah, that was a big one. And
shout out to Stone Maker.
Yeah, shout outs to Stone. That's my guy. I love Stone. Bro,
another brother in funk.
Oh yeah, it's funny because I was supposed to be on that Wu-Tang run with Nas.
Really?
But I lost out to nepotism because RZA's son is a bass player. He has a band.
Okay.
So it was because I remember he called me. He was like, "Bro, I might need you for this gig in China with the Wu," and I was like, "All right, bet." And then sure enough, he was like, "Bro, RZA's son, he got a band, so they gonna take him." Stone was still MDing, but you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so when I did that tour and I got to chill and chop it up with him, like RZA, like first of all, you would never thought that these dudes were like the Wu-Tang Clan, just off of the way they act.
Like how we look at them.
Yeah, they act just like us. They niggas.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, I mean, I'm over here. I mean, granted, they healthy niggas. They had us eating vegan and stuff like the whole time we was on tour. But like, I mean, bro, I'm over here chopping up with Ghostface, with RZA, with Raekwon. Like we in. Matter of fact, we here now. So I don't
talk
care.
about it. It's fine.
Bro, we was in San Antonio. And we was playing an after party after the show, after the big show, and we just got finished with the set, but you know, like, Wu fans is crazy.
Okay. So
we get off stage because, you know, Ghost and Young Dirty Bastard, which is Old Dirty Bastard's son.
Okay.
They were doing like a guest appearance at that party, and the security dude that I've been chopping it up with like the whole tour, he wouldn't let me off stage because there were so many fans backstage who was trying to get on stage. Bro, I had to literally like NFL running back my way through people with gear just to get to my car.
That's wild.
Yeah. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah. But like, you know, the Wu, mad cool. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about, like, I mean, I'm still cool with YDB to this day. And I'm cool with Capadonna. I ain't really get a chance to holler at Inspector Deck or You God or nothing like that. But like RZA, Method Man did a couple of runs. My wife almost divorced me when she saw Method Man. Well, we wasn't even married yet. Yeah, like we was just dating, and I brought her to the Dallas concert and San Antonio ones that he was there. Okay. And she saw him take his shirt off and about left me right there. It was like, hey, calm your ovaries. Calm your ovaries. I'm still mad at that because they ain't nothing I could do to get her back. Like, bro, this nigga's a multi-millionaire and
but I got a good personality.
Bro, I got a good personality. Yeah, so does he. And he got millions of dollars. Like, it's like, bro, well, all right. Well.
Real quick, because I want you to pop your shit real quick, man. Go ahead. There's this for what you can think of. Just off top, man. Go ahead and run down some of that resume. This we gonna call this the unhumble second of the.
Jesus, don't do that.
No, dude.
Don't do that.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why I want to start doing this with certain people is because we've kind of misconstrued the term humble. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if for those of y'all that's watching, go ahead and do your homework. Actually Google or whatever. Go do your Googles. Actually look up the actual dictionary version of the word humble. And we kind of misconstrued that of what humble is really supposed to mean. And a lot of times when we actually walk in our greatness and perform in our greatness and talk about our greatness, a lot of times people will take that and say, "Oh, you're arrogant, you're cocky," and it's like, no, man. It's like no, like this is something that I've actually accomplished, right. And I think a lot of times, like that whole fake humble thing, that means, hey, bro, you was killing, bro. Oh no, bro. Nah, yeah, oh no. Yeah, like I've outgrown, me personally, I'm over that. You know what I'm saying?
Said some people need to remind folks Jay is one of them.
Hey.
Oh man! All right. Okay. Well,
he talking about you.
Yeah, I know. I'm
talking about you.
Okay.
Because I don't have an issue, but this is your interview.
Josh is one of them.
Yeah. Don't hit. But no. So pop your shit for a second.
All right. I ain't gonna name all of them.
I mean, just whatever come to mind.
All right. So Ty Tribbett.
Just won a Grammy last week.
He just won his third one. Shout outs to Ty, David Allen, all them. The Clark sisters, because I not only work with Dorinda, but also work with Jackie as well. Legendary. And Kiara Sheard as well. Mm-hmm.
I had the biggest crush on her at one point.
He sure did.
I'm going to plead the fifth. So, because, never mind. Kim Burrell.
Bless your heart.
Jonathan McReynolds, Jason Nelson, who else? Cool in the Game. What?
Boy!
You know what? I agree.
What happened?
Kalu said, yeah, Josh, the other J is arrogant as fuck.
Jesus. Okay. Well, All right.
I literally just said we was cool because it's off season, but boy, go to hell.
I'm trying to Twitter fingers, boy. I'm trying to tell you because me and Caleb, we cool, but Anthony, he got to see me at church. Because we play at the same church together. He got to see me at church. Right. Anyway,
go ahead.
Cool in the Gang, Dave Hollister, Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah, I think that's all for right now that I'm
Melody.
I think you got a couple more that you holding on to.
I mean,
that's top tier already though. That's a resume.
Well, okay. I mean, I put two locals in there that everybody is familiar with. But Sean Martin, I've been blessed to be not on his record, but like we've been on we've got calls to do records together.
Yeah.
And also my brother, y'all keep him lifted in prayer, but Cornell Gaskin.
Cornell Gaskin,
yeah. Y'all keep him lifted in prayer. I was just over at his house yesterday. Matter of fact, we was watching the Grammys. I was over at his house yesterday. Y'all keep him lifted.
That Cornell Gaskin, that's like this generation's Art Tatum. I've been a fan of his for forever.
You know what? I'm gonna say something about that.
Go ahead.
I feel like Cornell deserves his own category.
Okay.
Because for the longest, people have put him with Art Tatum, Oscar Peterson, sometimes even Bruce Hornsby or, whatever the case is. But like Cornell is one of one.
Okay.
Like, and I'm not just saying that because of the fact that
y'all relationship.
Yeah. Like that's my brother. But like working with him, like even before, albums, whatever, like, you can't deny that nobody sounds like Cornell Gaskin.
Not at all.
And nobody can reproduce what Cornell Gaskin does.
I agree.
And so I want to personally give him his flowers while I have a platform to do so. Cornell, I love you, bro. Man, I'm praying for you.
Filled with so much knowledge too, man.
Yeah, and is willing to give it out.
I was just about to say that. I've never met him. I never met him personally, but I heard that. I heard he was definitely generous with information.
Yes. So going back to what I said earlier about gatekeepers, like
he ain't one of them.
He ain't one of them. Yeah. The Wu-Tang Clan ain't one of them.
Yeah.
The Clark sisters ain't one of them.
Yeah.
Even Dave Hollister ain't one of them.
Yeah.
So what makes?
I think I'm the only one from Dallas who ain't played with Dave Hollister. Shoot, everybody.
I'm not touching that part.
Okay.
I'm not touching that part because
there's a lot you ain't touching.
Yeah, I'm about to. He did.
I know this is your house, man.
Okay.
I know this is your house.
We had the disclaimer before. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
The thing is, like, I don't want to touch nothing because of the fact that my silence is saving a lot of people.
Ooh,
especially on that particular situation. It's one it ain't everybody that's on the road right now. It's one person in particular that I'm saving, and that's out of the obedience to the Lord. That's it.
You better be obedient. Obedience is better than sacrifice.
Because I'm telling you, if I could unload the clip.
And you know what? I like, especially getting older, maturing, getting a little bit more wiser. Sometimes, while everybody love to blast everybody and stuff like that. A lot of times when people do that, they don't really understand that there's a certain energy that's going to come with that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You made that paragraph, you push send or whatever, and it's like you didn't realize that the energy that's going to even if you're in the right.
Yep.
Even if you're in the right, there are some things that you should handle differently. Just because you need to know how to move. I'm not saying I'm not talking about being anybody yes man. I'm not talking about kissing anybody ass. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about being ran over or anything like that.
Of course.
But some things should come with a certain level of wisdom.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So
the songwriter says the battle is not yours.
Yes, sir.
Yours.
Yes, sir.
And the word says vengeance is mine, says the Lord.
It.
So who am I to put somebody on blast whenever God can do something way worse and I don't get touched for it.
K. Lou said, "Oh man, the Dave stories, man. Oh man."
Oh. Man. You see, the thing is, bro, okay, I'll say this about Dave. I love Dave. That's my brother.
Yeah.
Like we still talk, periodically, whatever. But Dave is really cool, really down to earth.
Okay.
It's just he had somebody in his camp. K. Lou will attest to it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of other people in Dallas will attest to it, including the people who are on the road with him right now.
Okay.
He had this one person who is no longer in his camp, but was in his camp, who was royally messing everything up.
Yeah.
Talking about skimming money off the top.
Wow.
Like making us fly coach while you flying first class. Like, like saying like really, really derogatory remarks towards the women on stage while we're performing because he's trying to MD from the front of the house.
Not even on stage.
Not even on stage.
Wow.
Just run in front of the house because he can't. Never mind.
Because he can't play shit. Okay.
Next topic. Oh, let's go.
All right. Hey, listen. DFW Shed Sessions.
Can you please check your messages?
I got you. Hold on.
We got
we
requests?
live and we in rare form tonight.
We got requests? Okay.
He said we got a request.
I don't sing, and I left my bass at home. So.
Okay. I don't necessarily disagree with that. All right.
Wait, let me ask first.
Huh? To have a body. A little bit, but I mean, I can answer one more.
Be about another 20, 30.
Well, we was okay.
So let's do this. Let's go ahead and go on break real quick. DFW Shed Sessions. We got the homie Josh Scott in the building, and he is over here dropping some super dope gems. A well-respected brother in the community, man. We appreciate you so much for taking your time.
Appreciate y'all having
Appreciate Wifey for letting them loose for just a couple hours.
Oh, yeah. She definitely sleep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cause look, but we'll be able to play this back, so it's all.
Oh yeah,
good.
I'm gonna see it tomorrow. So
It's all good, but yeah, man, we got Lou Powell in the building, Professor Mel Will. I am JL Groove. Hey, listen, real quick, I want to say, man, if you have anything that you're trying to promote, anything that you're trying to, you know what I'm saying, let the world know about, please make sure you hit us up, man. We can use our platform and help you push your product or push whatever it is. Make sure it's already done when you hit us up about it. If it's not done, we might do it for a small fee for you. But if that's the case, go ahead and hit us up about it. Also, we do have a way that you can donate if you want to help towards a cause.
Please.
Lou, what you got?
Reach us on Zelle.
Cash App J Scott 816.
Boy, you slipped that boy so fast.
We need a
PayPal J Scott Music 816. I'll be like Kobe Mitchell. Like, you say something on my live, you put your cash out on my live, you about to be blocked. Nah, I'm playing.
Right.
Yeah, but y'all can reach us on Zelle, dfwshadsessions@gmail.com.
Yeah, man. If you want to donate to the cause or whatever, definitely do that. So we're going to go ahead and take this real short break. And I said that to say because we got some ads. Y'all don't go anywhere. We got some ads coming up. Want to support the local arts, support the local businesses or whatever, support our businesses. And so we got the ads coming up. Just make sure you stay tuned.
Yeah,
all right? So we're going to go ahead and take this real quick break. Don't bust that nut just yet.
I forgot y'all did that. My bad.
We gonna be right back.
That sounds like Jeff.
This is what we literally came up doing, and to watch you orchestrate an entire show, to put this going on, to have all these people come out to support you, it shows, bro. This is only the beginning, nigga.
Yo, Jeff, it's Mav, bro. This new project is super polished, bro. I'm so proud of you, man. And I'm excited for where everything is going to go for you, man. After this one, bro. This is
I get weary, I get angry, get needy, I get greedy. And people don't believe me when I say that. These are the things I see. These are the things when I'm looking at myself in the mirror. These are the things I see. These are the things I see. Up in the mirror, 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 mirror.
To be loved by you. It feels good to be loved by you. It feels good to be loved by you. It feels good to be loved by you.
See, I'm a photographer. You feel what I'm saying? So if they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, it's my job to make sure they hear every last one of them. I got you.
What up, everybody? What's up, fam, man? Y'all are here with your boy, Mr. Music, a.k.a. The Boss. Listen, if you have not, man, definitely go check out my music school. I have a school located in the DeSoto area called Mr. Music School of Music. Check that out, MrMusic.com. I also have a party band from the DFW area, Soulful Sounds Party Band. If you have not, look that up, man. Go follow us on all social media platforms.
Y'all, I finally did it. I finally finished my first ebook, From Overlooked to Overbooked, the blueprint to a successful career as a musician. Y'all, I poured my heart and soul over this ebook, compiling information from many years of experience that I feel would be beneficial to anybody who's looking to level up their career as a musician. I got so many topics on there, 10 different topics on there, talking about EPKs, professionalism, the gear to use. Go over to my link in bio, check out my ebook, follow me as I give more daily tips in regards to this topic.
Oh, you got the magic, magic, magic. I cannot imagine, magic, magic. Girl, you got the magic, magic, magic. I cannot imagine, yeah, magic, magic.
You don't have to be a. You used to be my angel, then you switched. You don't have to be a. You used to be my angel, then you switched. You just switched it to a.
That's. Sorry.
Y'all back.
Okay.
Y'all back.
Oh, we back. All right, we back.
Just
And we back too. All right,
Test,
so
test.
you so disrespectful.
Hey, Tess, I want to see it come through there. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to see the mixer.
Yeah, I'm trying to see that mixer reading me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
That's hilarious.
You is disrespectful.
Yeah, bro, that mute button is the devil.
It's not there anymore. I just took it off.
It wasn't the devil. It was just one of his imps.
Your mama. Not your mama. I love you, Miss Ellis.
Which one?
Okay.
My mama. You ain't talking about my mama.
Which mama are you referring to?
I'm responding back to my mom. Hey, mama, I love you.
Lou, what you got?
All right, so we back. DFW Share Session. We had to take a quick pause for the calls.
Everybody in here had to pee.
Everybody had. Sometimes that's never like that, right?
I don't think we've ever had that happen.
Right.
I mean, we've been here since 8. We've been talking the whole time. So it's like
both bathrooms was occupied. Jesus.
Yeah. So make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, DFW Share Sessions. We also have a website, DFW Share Sessions, DFWShareSessions.com.
Too many S's.
You can actually go to. You can go to the website and go to. We have all the links to the social media on the website. So if you go to www.dfwsharesessions.com, you'll find all the links to YouTube and social media.
And then an H in it, and the H in it too.
Carry the two.
Right. Carry the H.
You know what you gotta be thinking about?
What?
Exponents.
You remember Equalizer when he had that thing going on in his mind, like what he's gonna get ready to do before he get ready to take out all.
Oh yeah.
Like all
he started calculating on the what? Yeah. Oh yeah. Like 5 S's. Carry the H. Yes.
Is your
Miss
mom named Lynn?
Yes.
Miss Lynn.
She said, "Hey son, I love you."
Hey mama, love you too. I got your messages.
Shout out to Miss Lynn. You know what that remind me of?
What?
Don't you hate aunties and like, you know, shout out to the older gen. I appreciate our elders. But don't you hate when you make a post on Facebook and they're still trying to get acclimated or whatever, and you make a post about something, you know, whatever,
and they talking about like what you talking about?
Hey
nephew, hope you doing
hey
well.
nephew,
this is your
this your auntie Linda, right. Your uncle died, give me a call. It's
like you can't see who it is.
This ain't the time to say that right now,
right,
Auntie Linda.
I'm over here talking about the state of the music industry.
Right.
I know who you are. I can see your name. I can see your name.
This your Auntie Linda. Your uncle in the hospital. Give me a call.
Right.
Like Jesus.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. I
yeah.
Real quick. I don't like it, but also at the same time, I'm learning to embrace it. Because this past year, I lost 4 people that was like close to me.
Sorry.
Matter of fact, that's why I wear this, because like my wife got it for me. Like I lost both my grandmothers and my brother and one of my childhood friends all last year.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. It is what it is. But I mean also it puts me in a different perspective where I want people who I know I'm doing a lot.
Talk about it.
But like I want people who aren't musicians to listen to this very closely.
Cause you about to touch on something real. I already know where you're going with that.
Be mindful of how you talk to us and how you make us feel about what we do. Because when I lost my grandmother, I flew home for the funeral, and I had to go to Miami for a conference with Kenneth Copeland and them, like the following week.
Right.
Saturday night, actually that morning, I saw a Facebook notification from his granddad saying something about his grandson passed. And I didn't know if it was just him, because he's my half brother.
Yeah.
Like, so, but, you know, on my dad's side. Yeah. So I'm in Atlanta airport in line at Bojangles. This is clear as day. I'm in Atlanta airport at Bojangles, about to order some food. And I called his phone. And I was holding back tears because I didn't know if it was real or not. And I was like, hey, bro, I'm just calling to check in. I didn't know if it was you or what's going on, but just hit me back whenever you get this message. Bro, I'm 15 minutes out from landing at Love Field, flying on Southwest. So my family's texting me talking about, hey, I'm sorry for the loss of your brother. And that was on a Saturday night. Sunday morning, I played at church. Sunday afternoon, I'm on a flight headed to Miami. I couldn't even go to his funeral.
That's wild. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, whenever people who aren't musicians, they talk about us and they make it seem like it's so glamorous. And they make it seem like it's, even though it is a privilege, they make it seem like it's a privilege and like it's not a real job. You don't know the hurt that we have to deal with by putting food on our table.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, you don't know how vulnerable where our mindset is.
What we deal with while we on stage.
Exactly. What we deal with on an everyday basis, not even including major stuff. That's why, going back to what you asked me about the mental, like, it's all about God. Because if it wasn't for God, I would be crazy right now.
Yeah.
I've had, and bro, my wife almost had cervical cancer in January. I lost my brother and my grandmother in February. We almost lost 3 houses and $30,000. Wow. I lost the Dave Hollister gig. I left the corporate bank company that I was with, and I lost my other grandmother and my best friend, well, one of my childhood best friends, in the same month, in April, like at the end of April going into May. This all happened before my 30th birthday.
Wow.
And I'm still having to be in front of anywhere from 10 to 10,000 people, learning, playing this music at a high level in order to take care of me and my wife, of my family.
Yeah.
And it's like, they need to know that this ain't just a hobby for a lot of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, most definitely.
And we're dealing with a lot more spiritual stuff on a daily basis, because the same way that we have us as guys, we have guys and we have girls and some guys coming after us.
Yeah.
But we want the girls.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? So we got people coming after us, but it's also spirits attached to that.
For sure. Yeah.
And that's why, like, a lot of these guys get on alcohol, get on drugs and everything like that, because of all this stuff that they feel like they can't talk to their family about, but they can't talk to anybody else about. But Lord, thank you. God is there whenever nobody else is.
Absolutely.
And whenever he feels the farthest, he is the closest.
Absolutely.
Don't make it seem, don't ever feel like he is too far away, that you're too deep in the gutter to not call out to him. He saved my life.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I'll leave it at that.
For sure. I mean, not just you. I think that, dude, do we get into segments? We can get
supposed to
we can get social media. I mean, social media.
Well, y'all social media has been on the
let me.
I'm sorry.
No. You good.
You good. I made that real.
Because listen. You touched on something real heavy, and that we wanna get into, because like we were saying earlier, musicians, we get attacked a lot, physical, spiritual.
I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead.
I'm cool if we go over. I'm fine. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
But what if I'm not cool? I'm just saying. Go ahead.
I'll just do that out there.
Man, but listen, and I really want these musicians and artists to really get a handle on your mental, physical, and spiritual health.
Yeah.
Understand what it is that you're doing and why you do it.
Right.
You cannot be who you need to be for people if you don't be who you need to be for yourself.
And for, most importantly, God.
Absolutely.
Because God gave you the gift, and I've seen him snatch it away.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like you can't ever think that you're too big for God.
Yeah.
You can't ever think that.
Yeah.
Because the minute you think that, then you can be on the biggest world tour. You could be playing with the biggest artists.
That's what happened to my mom.
We see it all the time.
Yeah, she was singing with.
She was being ornery.
Oh,
she
I hope she see this too, so she can see you acting up.
She was being wayward.
My mom and my dad. My mom used to sing with Ricky Dillard.
Okay.
Well, not Ricky Dillard. Ricky Romack.
Okay.
And so,
she was one of the like heavy hitters.
yeah,
Right.
and she got let her tell it. She could tell it better than I can, but she was saying that
We need to have her on a podcast.
no, no. She was saying she'll start reading into y'all spirits.
My God.
she was saying that she let people my grandfather, he was real big. He told her before she went on tour, he said, listen, you really need to keep your spiritualness there. And you know, on the tour or whatever, everything happened. Even like you said, even gospel, everything happens, you know, behind closed doors. And I'm not gonna go in specifics what she said was going on because I don't know who's who that watches this. Right. But I already named the people she was traveling with. So if you know, then you know. But she was saying that because she was singing so well. And, you know, she was one of his best singers. Her head just kind of got blown up.
Yep.
And one day her voice just went. And she did everything that she could to get it back. This is her on tour.
Right.
She did everything she could to get it back. And it wasn't until she repented to God and actually got right back with him that he gave her voice back. I'm talking about totally lost her voice.
Nah, for real, that's real.
Yeah, that's real.
Like, I mean, bro, just not trying to touch too much, but like, bro, when I did my first ever tour, like when I was overseas, it was with a gospel group, and we was doing like old like 90s gospel because that's what they love over there. Bro, I was on tour with a full. She claimed it. She was a witch.
Wow.
She claimed it, like on the tour bus. And there was so much stuff that went on. I'm not even gonna go into more specifics.
This a gospel artist.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she was a background singer.
Okay.
For the gospel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She was a background singer. Like she said it one day we was in Austria. She said, "Oh yeah, I'm a witch, so don't play with me." And I was like,
okay.
I'm 22 years old, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a year and a half in on playing bass.
Yeah.
This is my first time. My first time flying was flying over there.
Oh wow.
So I experienced so much over there, and if it wasn't for my grandmothers who constantly kept me prayed up, and my mom and my dad, like I wasn't with my wife yet, but like if it wasn't for my family keeping me prayed up and knowing what could possibly be out there, oh man, ain't no telling where I'd be.
That's wild. And another thing I want to touch on, man, is like, and I say this all the time, is like what we do is ministry.
Oh yeah.
Regardless what stage that you on, whether it's on, and I hate the word secular, but whether it's a secular stage or whether it's a gospel stage, it's like what we help people. You know what I'm saying? We get people through whatever, and that's part of why it's hard for us, because you know we're going through what we're going through all while ministering. You know what I'm saying? I have to fight through what or sweep what I'm going through under the rug, put it to the side.
Yep.
All while I'm helping, and you're getting what you need out of it.
Yep.
And then I still have to go home empty.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? And so you know, pretty much what you were saying was, you know, like, you know, like put some respect on our name. The ones who do it for the right reason. You know what I'm saying? The ones who do it for what we're really called to do it for, you know.
Right. And like just going back to what I said earlier, no matter what stage I'm on, whether it's with the Wu-Tang Clan or with Kenneth Copeland, I'm gonna represent the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to the fullest of my ability, because I know that without him, I wouldn't be here. Cause bro, I know 20 bass players who play better than me. Why am I here?
Yeah.
I know 100 drummers who could outshot me. Mm-hmm. Why am I here? I know a bunch of producers who can outproduce me. Mm-hmm. Why did I produce what I produce and work with who I work with? Yeah. Like, it ain't nobody else but God. Absolutely. And so it's like I said, I could be the only Jesus that people see. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna squander that opportunity and then have to answer to that on Judgment Day.
Come on.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what stage I'm on. Like, bro, like, you know, never mind.
You good? No, you good?
That's not something I need to say on here. That's not something I need to say.
Well, you just said something. D'Anthony did.
It's not the time, sir.
But before you read that, wait.
I didn't want to.
Wait. You said something. You said you don't want to answer for that. You know, on Judgment Day, and people think just because they're not a preacher that they don't have blood on their hands.
Exactly.
It's not from a preacher or pastor perspective. It's more so who's your assignment.
Exactly. And also the word says to study to show thyself approved. And
I wasn't gonna quote no scriptures.
You have, but I am.
You got to.
He said,
you got. You got to. You got to.
I do it because, like, the fact of the matter is that the more you know, that's going to be the more that you're accountable for.
Yes.
And so it's like, since I know that, you know, I mean, everybody grew up singing the song, "This Little Light of Mine, I'm gonna let it shine." Mm-hmm. Bro, we're called to be light in darkness. Yeah. Like, you're not. What you gonna do whenever you're in a room full of people who hate God or who are trying to escape from God, and you're playing for the artist who promotes that? Mm-hmm. What you gonna do? Because at the end of the day, somebody has to see that God didn't do me wrong. Mm-hmm. Right. God didn't do you wrong either. Mm-hmm. He's God. He just wants you to know Him. Mm-hmm. So He's gonna do whatever you got to do to get your attention. And the fact remains is that I'm not gonna be on whatever stage that I'm on and not try to represent Him the best possible way. That doesn't mean I'm just out with a I love Jesus shirt everywhere I go, because I still got to be a professional. But at the end of the day, it's all about when they look at me, what are they seeing? Right. Are they seeing somebody who conformed to the world? Or are they seeing somebody who's not of the world, who was in the world but not of it?
The world, yeah.
Well, okay. Since we on that wave, let me ask you this, because I think this is important for other cats coming up. Take business out of it. Right. Take all business out of it. Okay. How choosy are you about the gigs that you accept? Because you know, earlier we were talking about how being able to say no is important. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So but take business out of it. You know, paying all that on a spiritual and mental health level. How choosy are you about the gigs that you say yes to?
I'm getting way more choosy now because of what I've dealt with in the past with those specific people or people who remind me of those people. And it's not to say that everybody doesn't deserve a chance, but it's saying that, like, if I know that going into a gig that I'm gonna be frustrated all night because either A, you don't know your music, or you sound terrible, or business side, like, hey, that's off. Yeah. Then it's like on the spiritual side, then my spirit is bothered because you're not operating in excellence. You're not being skilled and anointed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there are certain gigs where I'm not gonna take it because of the fact that regardless of how much you're gonna pay me or how much fun we're gonna have, I don't do this just for drinks and a good time. Like, I got bills. Yeah. Like, I have a lifestyle. I have a brand.
They'll definitely try to pay you in drinks too.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, everybody, like people get mad at me, like, on those kind of gigs, like, because they'll be like, hey man, why don't you stay and have a drink? And I'm like, nah, because bro, drinks here like $10. Y'all drinking 5 of them. We making $150. That's a 30-year check.
And I had to pay for parking. Exactly. Yeah.
So it's like, bro, like, when people I know I just talked about the Lord, but this is, I'm not talking about you. Good. I've never gotten drunk, so I'm not accused of this. But when people realize that a bottle of liquor costs $15 to $20, a bottle.
Yeah. That perspective.
I get where you're going. Yeah,
bro. You could literally go home, drink by yourself, save literally $120 plus all the money that you bringing in until that bottle runs out.
That same bottle at the club costs $300.
Exactly.
Yeah.
and then they probably watering it down.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, and I get that some people like to pay for the experience, but at the same time, I can keep my own self happy at the house.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like me and my wife is just like me. She is even goofier than me.
You ain't gotta worry about the driving situation, none of that.
Exactly. I ain't gotta worry about getting an Uber home, like getting my car home. Like I'm going home. I can
and
drink.
there's snacks.
Breaking equipment.
There's snacks that you actually like that you ain't gotta pay $15 for.
And you can eat as much as you want.
Exactly. So like, I know you said business aside, but also with the way my mind is set up, bro. If I'm playing a gig that's paying $200, but you want me to show up, pay $10 for parking, and you want me to stay there and drink with you, and I gotta buy food there. That's half my check right there. Yeah. But if I go do this gig, if I maybe have to pay for parking, and
never mind,
just
you got their
go
own
home. Say what?
Never mind that you got their own E.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if I get there, do the gig, and just pay for parking if I have to, bro, I'm only out $10, $15 versus being out $100.
Yeah.
That goes a long way when it comes down to car payment, phone bill, car insurance, health insurance, rent. Groceries, gas, like
that's disrespectful by itself.
So you see what I'm saying? It's like a lot of us have to change our mindset on being like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna do this little gig, and I'm just doing it for the drinks and the fun. It's like, bro,
Anthony say what life y'all living?
Right.
Real life.
Real life.
On, Can we get an adult in the chat? Can we get an adult?
It's a 45-year-old baby. Still got a diaper on. All right, so anyway, y'all want to go into segments?
No, we good.
I'm done with that.
No. Listen. These and that's part of, and what we was talking about earlier. These part of the conversations are needed because this is stuff that we go through, that we deal with. The people that's coming up. I wanted to ask this question too, but
go ahead.
Well, no, because we'll probably have to talk about that when because you're definitely coming back.
Definitely coming back.
So we gonna
God bless.
And we gonna have mics the first time.
No, we gonna not press the mute button.
And we gonna have a Wi-Fi booster, right?
Yeah.
So that way you can keep all the stuff on.
The funny thing is that wasn't even the issue.
Oh, that daggone mute button! I'm trying to tell you.
My God.
Trying to tell you, it'd be that one button that just destroy everything. That's that devil. He just push that one button and just ruin everything. The mute button. It be
the mute devil.
Yo, real talk. All spiritually, it'll be that one thing that the devil do that can destroy everything.
That's why, and it'd be simple too.
Yeah, it'd be the most simplest thing.
Simple.
Like, bro, it could be. He's dead. God rest his soul. Carlton Pearson. He had one theological idea that perverted his entire message.
Yeah.
One idea that distorted so many years.
The years, yeah.
And it caused so many more issues. And then on top of that, with the mindset and the arrogance behind it, it was impossible to get him back.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
You good.
Let's go. I'm sorry.
Anthony being a
bro,
you doing too much.
Dog.
We can't mute him.
Yeah, look,
You
block
doing
him
too
then.
much.
We can't block him.
Yeah, you can. You can block
You see
him.
his last comment?
What he say?
What that fool say?
He said.
First he said, at least I wear my diaper you got on your bra. Then he said, and this time Josh will have on clothes that don't cut off his blood circulation.
You got this one last one. Damn, you all right, bro? You need a hug.
Damn, he said out on his fat boy clothes because he can't afford to buy some new clothes that actually fit. He jealous of Lucius right now because he actually got clothes on that fit.
Hilarious. D'Anthony, you need a hug, bro.
Right. They got on Wranglers and church shoes.
Hilarious.
Talking about somebody.
Right, with the hoop on the side of the jeans.
Oh yeah.
Hilarious. But nah, man, we got to go ahead and get in these segments.
All right,
man.
let's do it.
Go ahead and get in these segments, man. So we got three recurring segments. Oh, okay. Come on, wifey. Okay.
What Bree say?
She said, "D'Anthony, I know where you live."
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. We both do.
We both do. But nah, man. We got. He said, "I'm at." Okay.
He said, "I'm
actually home." All right. So.
All right. Yeah. Focus on the segments. Like
we gonna hit these segments quickly.
We got 3 recurring segments that we do on the show, man. The first one is your top 5. Now, I specifically wanted to ask you this one.
What? You what?
I said what I said. It stays. I specifically.
That's the ocean.
I wanted to ask you this one, man, because and it makes sense because you are a drummer at heart, but now you're predominantly a bass player. And one thing that people understand is, man, in whatever band, whatever situation that you in, the drummer and the bass player are front pocket, back pocket. They are peanut butter and jelly. They go together. Cocaine and women, they go together. They're supposed to be together.
I don't think that last one's supposed to be together.
I
but,
know.
I'm pretty sure a lot of women have died off of that.
They all
definitely.
They all make sense to me. But anyway, so my top 5.
Now you see why D'Anthony.
And they don't have to be local. They don't have to be locally. They can be whatever.
All right.
Need your top 5 drummers. Actually, no. I'm gonna go ahead and make it a little bit difficult for you. Top 5 drummers that you've played with.
Ooh, Jesus. Okay, man.
Top 5 drummers that you've shared the stage with. That you've been like, yeah, this is locking in. And they don't have to be in any order.
All right. Yeah, I was saying no particular order.
Yeah, no particular order.
All
and
right.
it ain't a diss to anybody that don't make the top 5. So untighten your ass. This is just
it's literally just who I can think of right at the moment. I'd probably say for sure Cleon Edwards.
Shout out to the homie Cleon.
This nigga said break hearts.
Anyway,
we probably gonna have to mute him.
I'm trying to tell you.
He said break hearts. Boom. Go ahead.
Anyway, so Cleon, my homie David Haynes.
Okay.
He used to play for Shaka Khan. He was on the tour with us in Europe. He finished out like the second half of that tour. My homie Paulie Brown, he did the first half of that run. And they're both from South Carolina. That's the crazy part, but they live in Germany.
Okay.
So those 3 that I've worked with personally.
You've been on stage with. That's 3.
Oh shoot! You really put me on the spot right now with this. Okay. Honestly, if he's still on here, K-Lou, he's one of my favorites.
K-Lou, okay.
And if I gotta pick one more,
you can pick a tambourine player.
You cannot.
I will not do that. I've never heard you play tambourine, man. I gotta come back and just hear you play. I just gotta sit and listen. I gotta put on the click track and just let you go for it.
Go for what I know.
Oh yeah, I might use on the record. You never know. Hey, my records have gotten heard.
I'm scared to read this comment because I don't know if he's being petty or not.
Bro, don't read it. Don't read it.
It's a question.
Okay.
But I don't know if he's being.
Let me finish off that.
He said so. Not Brandon.
He literally just said let him finish.
Oh my bad. Or is he being petty?
He's being petty.
Okay.
He said so. Not Ant.
Okay. Never mind. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ.
He did say
He
Kev.
said Kev.
He said Kev.
D'Anthony.
Go ahead.
You got one more.
He needs some cheeks. His girl is depriving him right now. And
Some cheeks.
Some cheeks.
This is what happened when you don't get cheeks.
This is exactly what happens when you don't get cheeks. This is a drought right here. This is a drought conversation
His clip is full.
I know. It's because it ain't been let off.
Yeah.
He ain't shut off like I did earlier.
And he had not runneth over.
So, all right, fifth drummer. I would probably say, God, I forgot his name, but nigga's dope.
Disrespectful.
I'm good for that. I'm good for forgetting somebody's name. Okay, yep. I got my fifth guy. You might not know him. This dude named Tim Smalls from South Carolina. Like he's done like all the Ty Galbraith stuff, William Murphy stuff, like all that. Dude is cold. Like that's my guy. Okay. Shout out to Tim. Yeah. So those are my top 5 in no particular order.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I would believe that's a solid list.
All those guys have. I'll put it to you like this: all those guys have every chop that everybody else has, but they choose to use them wisely.
Choice is important.
Yeah.
When you're on stage, choice is very.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like a lot of times they don't get the respect that they deserve because they don't post a bunch of IG worthy clips.
Yeah. Oh, that's a thing.
But they got it. They just know what to do, why to do it. So that's why those are my guys.
And a lot of those cats will get hired off of that 30-second clip, then get to the gig, and it's like, oh, you ain't what I.
Bro, you know how many times I've gotten calls from people who have hired somebody else over me. You know how many times I've gotten calls over people who've hired people over me and said I should have hired you.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I know. Tambourine Ministry.
Tambourine Ministry.
Hey, it's brutal.
Hey,
I know, I get it.
All right, so moving on. Our next segment, playing in the wrong key. What's that one thing that's playing in the wrong key for you and outside of D'Anthony? What's that one thing that's playing in the wrong key for you?
Okay, one thing.
Y'all keep bringing him up.
Hey man, D'Anthony will not bully our guests. He will not bully our guests.
he didn't get hugged enough as a baby. No, I just leave it at that. Yeah, never mind. Anyway, the one thing that bothers me the most is whenever I'm playing for an artist and we're not running tracks, right? Whenever I'm playing for an artist and they don't give cues and just go to the next part of the song. That bothers me to no end because my whole thing, I'm trying to make sure that we're all locked as a unit. Because as a bass player and a drummer, our job is to be the foundation. If the foundation is rocky, then no matter what you're doing up top, it's just gonna fall over.
And they look at you like you crazy.
Exactly.
They blame you. Yeah.
Exactly. They're like, watch me. I'm like, nigga, you didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the most that's the most that gets to me.
Playing live tracks or no tracks? What's your preference? If you had to choose one for the rest of your musical career, live.
Playing, honestly, it depends. It depends.
That's kind of critical.
You gotta pick one. It's a this or that.
Pick one.
It's a this or that.
I'll say playing with tracks, partially because it keeps the drummer honest. Yeah.
I can't say what I want to say, but I just recently saw track.
Yeah, like for one, you can't sit here and say that, man. You know, I was locked. I was in there, like, bro.
My time is perfect.
Bro, there's a video out of me and Cleon. Yeah, exactly. There's a video of me and Cleon playing live at the Freeman back when I was playing with Eclectic.
Yeah.
And like Cleon was going nuts, and like it was a track in like 7/8, right? And I'm the only constant. Like I'm a but like he's, you know, it's Cleon. It's like
he telling the story.
Yeah, bro, he telling the most complex story ever, and I mean it's so far past killing. Like it's super dope.
Yeah.
But it's like I didn't lose the one not one time.
Yeah.
And for if I'm saying something, nigga, you off.
Yeah.
And that's not saying that I got perfect tempo, but that's also saying that like my track record has proven that like I don't get off that often.
Yeah.
And if I do, I'm very good at getting back.
Yeah.
If that ever happens. But it's like, I need that track because I need you to be honest. Because like if you start speeding up, then that changes what my feel is gonna be.
Exactly.
And that changes what I could do around the song.
Yeah.
And if you slow down, then that could turn an upbeat song into a ballad.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, I gotta play totally different now.
Because feel is very important.
Yeah, like feel is the most important.
Yeah.
Feel over feels.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
Put that on the shirt.
You said something right there.
Put that on the shirt.
Yeah.
Feel over feels. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, you had one more question you wanted to ask me.
I'm just gonna start ignoring you, homie. But
please. I already know he's talking
last
about.
one, man. Last one. Gig tales. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. What's that one gig experience that you had that you could talk about?
So many. You know a lot of them.
Yeah. Was Gump there?
No.
I know him,
but like all the stuff that I've dealt with, he wasn't there.
He talks about
okay.
the chance he gets. So,
All right, I'm gonna tell this story. Lord, I'm gonna bleep out everything that happened. Like I'm doing my best not to cuss. So this was back when I was like right before the world shut down, and I was doing like all corporate band stuff. I was down in Montgomery, Texas, right? Like an hour outside of north of Houston.
Okay.
And I'm playing this wedding. It's this white girl and this Mexican getting married. And we don't have a stage, right? So we're just eye level with everybody. First of all, have you ever seen Tiger King?
Yeah.
I have not.
You've seen it. So you know Joe Exotic had some songs.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Bro, their first dance was a Joe Exotic song.
Really?
With a smoke machine that broke.
That let me know everything I need to know about the
No, it
gig.
didn't.
All right.
No, it didn't.
He's saying.
No, it didn't. So the first hour, the bride. First of all, the first time we saw the groom was during the first dance. Right, disappeared. First hour set, we playing, whatever, and like the bride, she's all over. I could call his name. He's all over Corey. Corey Purtle. And she's all over him, rubbing on his head and everything like that. Cause we eye level, so like there's no technical barrier. So we take about an hour break because they had a Tejano band for the Mexican family, whatever. Yeah. So we get back, on stage, right? Well, get back to playing.
Get back on floor.
Yeah, get back on floor. Yeah, we return to the floor.
Right.
And then we start playing, Usher song.
Yeah.
And then girl, she gets down on her knees, starts leaning right. No, it don't go the way you think it's gonna go. She gets down on her knees, leans back, and was trying to like do like a what's that joint like whenever you go into the bar.
Like limbo?
Yeah, limbo.
Yeah.
Start trying to do like a limbo thing. She can't get back up, right? Oh, bless you.
Lou, you all right?
I'm good.
You got one
Not
more.
his eyes.
That's it.
It's
Just
always
two.
you.
You got one more.
Just two.
And I'm calling the CDC, man. I got their number. I'm calling.
Right.
But yeah, so she can't get back up. All the bridesmaids help her up. And then she takes the straps off of her dress.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, hold on. Takes the straps off her dress, right? And but she still had the brassiere that can still hold the dress up.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I done seen quite a few nipples in my day.
Yeah.
Especially on some of these gigs, but I ain't never seen a bride do it. And I was like, she gonna do this. We wasn't even done with this song. Boom. I'm talking about during Usher, like just and like they ain't them little small ones. They like they grown women.
Substantial.
Yeah. They got some support on that, bro. Yeah. So
she in the words of my goddad, she didn't need an augmentation.
My Lord. So not only did that, first of all, she did that, and her mom, her dad, and the grandmother, both the grandmothers on her side and his side, right there, just on that side of the floor. So they just seeing their daughter and granddaughter titties just out. And she did it about 7 more times that night.
Oh, it wasn't a one-time thing?
No, it wasn't a one-time deal. And also, she cussed out everybody over the toast because they wouldn't be quiet. So, like, you know.
Was she inebriated?
What?
Was she inebriated?
Oh, yeah, she was gone. She was gone from, bro, their first dance was a Joe Exotic song, dog. So, like, yeah, she was gone, like, from the jump. But, dog, like, so.
They probably still not married.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably got divorced that night. So she cussed everybody out. I mean, like everybody, like just all her family and everything. She's like, "Y'all shut the F out, shut the F out." I'm talking about like over the mic and everything like that. And then because she married a Mexican dude, half of her speech was in broken Spanish. So
Esta way.
Yeah, like El Mejor, Nosotros, Llamos el Baño. Man, you just talk about the toilet. Like, what are you talking about? and then came back, flashed us too.
Wow.
Like quite a few times. Try to put her titties in Corey's face. And then cussed out the wedding planner because nobody was paying attention to her no more because they just got tired of dealing with her. And then during
that was the wedding planner fault.
Yeah. And then during the last dance, she cussing her husband out.
There was the first and last dance.
Mm-hmm.
And the last dance, she cussed her husband out
because he was trying to talk to her about what she did. And bro, we got on in-ears.
So y'all can hear it.
Yeah, no, but no, the thing was right. like we got on in-ears, so like I'm only supposed to hit a band.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There ain't no crowd mics or nothing like that. I'm talking about, bro, I forgot what song we was playing. I'll just say we playing The Way You Look Tonight, Frank Sinatra. Yeah. You know, and the way you look, shut the fuck up! I'm tired. I'm like,
wow.
And I still gotta be.
And that's your forever.
Yeah, that's your forever. Like that's this right here.
Yeah,
and I gotta be composed.
Right.
Cause like they over there taking pictures.
Right,
you know,
right.
I'm over here just reading music. Y'all hear this, right? Like
that's hilarious.
So yeah, that's probably that's the best way I could tell that story without.
No, that's a lot still. Even the PG version, that's a lot.
Oh yeah, and that was the night before everything froze.
Really?
Yeah, in Texas. The first time, like back in like 2019, 2020.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So.
Wow, man. Listen. We got to get ready to wrap it up in just a second, but before our last question, I just want to say this. So of course we did call you on to interview you and chop it up with you. That is not the only reason that we called you here.
Okay.
We simply want to give you your flowers.
Oh,
now. We don't have the budget. Hit the Zelle though. Mm-hmm. But we don't have the budget for real flowers or fake flowers to give you. But we simply just want to let you know that we're very picky about who we call.
We got Twinkies in the back.
We ain't got none of those.
We ain't got no Twinkies gone. We're very selective about who we call, man. We're very picky about who
we got skinny popcorn.
I'm good. I'm fat.
Yeah, and we're first of all we're fans of yours.
Oh man, that's big. I appreciate that.
We're fans of yours. We respect you as a talent, but we also respect you as a person.
Man,
we respect you as a man. We're very proud of you and everything that you've accomplished.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you for the contribution that you've given to the DFW community.
Oh yeah,
and we sincerely want you to keep going and doing what you're doing. So yeah, man, we just want to say thank you, man. We love you. We're proud of you. We definitely want you to, keep doing you, man. And that's what's up, man. Y'all clap it up for the homie one time.
Thank y'all so much.
I'm just gonna say, today was my first time meeting you, but you sound like you are a very upright person.
I'm a sinner saved by grace. Like for real, I'm gonna send
Ivan Payne said, "What up,
I'm just
Josh,
a-
my guy?"
Oh, what up, Ivan? That's my bro.
I'm just a nobody.
Trying to tell everybody about somebody
who can save
anybody.
That's what I'm starting.
Oh God, it ain't never too late to praise it. See, that's y'all problem. Y'all don't be going to midnight musicals no more.
That's our problem.
Yeah, that's y'all problem. See, that's why you're not serving them now. Oh no.
That midnight praise, bro.
Yeah, you gotta have that midnight praise in the midnight hour.
Ain't that all right?
Don't wait till
See, y'all don't tarry no more. That's the problem. Y'all don't tarry.
Y'all don't get on bended knee. On bended knee. Like,
bended knee?
Ooh, yeah, y'all be using y'all knees to twerk. Y'all need to use them to pray. Ooh, Father. Oh, thank you.
He said, "Ooh, Father."
Ooh, Lord. Lord, I feel you. I feel you.
Speak, Lord.
Because listen, it take 1,000 horses
to drag.
It might take me 2,000.
Because over 2,000 years ago.
Oh! Oh, this boy crazy.
I almost ran, but I can't afford this mic.
It don't take much for me.
Y'all spent the whole budget on this mic. I can't afford to replace that. I'm sorry.
We got one last question, and we gotta go, man.
All right.
Say you looking down the road and you see a younger version of yourself, or let me you in your 30s. Let's just say you wind up and see a younger version of yourself that's trying to get into the game. What piece of advice would you give to a younger version of yourself? Also,
okay.
Part 2 of that question: what would that younger version of yourself respond with?
Dang, that's loaded.
You never asked nobody else that question.
It's a new season.
Golly.
I was about to say that's a good perspective.
Yeah, that also make it sound a little messy. But,
No.
But okay,
because we promote growth too. Because we man, listen, we all come from, you know what I'm saying, some weird places in life. We all haven't been where we at now, man.
Right.
So it's like I'm interested to know, like, you know, what would that conversation be like? Because I know it's gonna help somebody.
All right, so probably the best possible way I'll put it is, it's gonna be tough. You're not gonna get the support from the people that you want to support you. You're gonna lose money. You're gonna make some poor decisions. But it's worth it. You're gonna change so many people's lives. You're gonna make music that the world hears and respects and honors. You're gonna be nominated for a Grammy. You're gonna win a Grammy in the future. But most importantly, you're gonna affect the way people think for the betterment of themselves and for the kingdom of God. So my advice to my younger self is lead by example of who you want everybody else to be.
That's good.
And my younger self would say, well, how would I do that? And then I would say, from staying in your word, from constantly practicing, and from having discernment and knowing who actually has your back and who doesn't want you to overstep them.
Did Lil Josh have an issue with that?
What?
the discernment part? Like, did Lil Josh have an issue with navigating?
Honestly, no.
Younger version.
No, because of the fact that I saw what it was, but also God shielded me through a lot of stuff that was right in my face. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't know that there was so much stuff that was going on right there in front of my face because I was just so happy to play.
And naive.
Yeah. Like, I was just so happy to play, and I was just so happy to get a chance to play for people and to showcase what I have, that like God shielded me from so much. I mean, so much to the point to where if I would have saw it, I would not be the same person. Mm. And now seeing it now in when I saw it in my 20s and now in my 30s, it's like I'm now realizing that what I do from this point on is going to affect how the younger generation comes up. Not only because of the fact that I'm approachable, but also because of the fact that some people see me greater than what I see myself. Yeah. So it's like I have to, I'm not going to say put on a facade, but I have to be mindful of everything I say and do so that way this next generation could be better than me. Absolutely. And even the people that are working with me now could be better than me. Because we're all just trying to grow. And I feel like younger Josh would be receptive of that because of the way I spoke to him.
Gotcha.
Because there was a lot of times where family members, friends, whatever, people who you would think would be, your biggest supporter would be like, yeah, nah, that ain't, you ain't got it. When you gonna stop this music facade, get a regular job? They would talk about me behind my back, and then once I get nominated for a Grammy, be one of the first people under the post congratulating me.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, just telling him that and the way that I present it, it's gonna be like, okay, he knows something I don't. And also he's coming to me with help and not just criticism.
Gotcha. Because there's a difference.
Exactly. Yeah. And since I came to my younger self like that, I'm gonna be way more receptive, and I would try to follow after myself now. But knowing that I couldn't, I would just hang on to whatever that word says. As a matter of fact, I'll give you this, then we could be done. My cousin.
That was a preacher move. Go ahead.
You definitely.
Yeah, by the clothes. See God. I'm playing.
You better not tune up.
I will.
Of course you will.
I will. All right, it's in my knee. All I gotta do is set you up. That's all I gotta do.
My batteries are charged.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, I'm always ready. But my cousin, Grammy Award winner Cedric Thompson, who did Donald Lawrence's records for years and everybody else's record. He told me in a brief conversation that he had while we had time, he was like, music is a conversation. It doesn't work if one person is speaking all the time.
Absolutely.
And then also it doesn't work if you're not giving anything to the conversation. Like it's either a dissertation or somebody trying to prove a point.
Those are facts.
So just take that.
I didn't tell my daddy that. Love you, Diddy.
I ain't got nothing to do with your daddy.
Because a debate with Dwight Williams is something else, man.
Something else.
But it's all good. I love
I don't know him.
Listen, Lou, what you got?
I'm going to bed.
Already.
It started out kind of rocky.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but
we landed. Man. We definitely landed this plane. Listen, I'm DFW Shed Sessions.
So what you think about this episode, man? What's the best episode? We didn't even say that at the beginning.
Listen,
we didn't say a lot of stuff.
I know.
We said it.
Muted.
We actually did say a lot.
Yeah, we said a whole lot.
Twice.
We said a lot.
That daggone devil hit that mute button.
That imp.
Slewfoot bastard. Slewfoot. He just walked like this.
Foot is just slew.
Just slew.
Your foot is slew.
Nigga ankle don't bend, bro. It's just stiff ankle.
Your foot is slew.
Stiff ankle, no neck bastard. Daggone devil.
Talking to you, devil.
That devil built like you remember the Lamisil monster on the Mo commercial? Right. Yeah, that's the devil right there. Only said he red.
Oh, that's funny.
But hey, man, listen, DFW Shed Sessions, we about to be out, man. We appreciate the homie.
Anthony is still going in on you. He said they like yours.
Oh my God, I'm sick of that man.
Still there?
Yes, he trolling you.
I will read this one comment. I will read this one just to balance everything out. Anthony said, "Okay, I love y'all. I'm just being as annoying as I can be while I learn this music." So
he need to focus on that. he be messing up lines, and that's your job, man. Like that's your job is to play lines. How you mess up what your job? What your only job is? No, I'm playing, bro. I love you. I know it's all jokes.
Well, I tell you about, it's all love, man. D'Anthony, that's definitely the homie. That's definitely family. But listen, DFW Shed Sessions, we appreciate y'all so much for kicking it with us tonight.
Don't add that second part after you say what you gonna say.
Okay. So, hey, listen, y'all make sure y'all tune in. Our next live is gonna be February 19th. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a good time in the Lord on that particular night. Like I said, we got the homie Josh Scott. Once again, brother, we appreciate you so much for taking time out to come kicking it with us. We got Lou Paul.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely a dope conversation. We got Lou Paul in the building. We got Professor Mel Will. We got myself, JL Groove. I want to say again, if you want to support, hit us up on the Zelle.
Yes, sir. DFWShedSessions@gmail.com.
All right.
I just want to throw this out here. All my handles, JScott816, Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah.
We actually have it listed.
Okay, I just
throughout the
No, you good. We were supposed to we do a segment where we give our handles and stuff like that, but the guy moved, so we couldn't quench the spirits.
That's fine. I think I'm maxed out on Facebook anyway.
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, make sure you follow, support. Once again, congratulations on the nomination, man. We looking forward to bigger and better things for you. DFW Shed Sessions, we out, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. And remember, it ain't gonna suck itself. Blessed be the name of the Lord. We'll talk to y'all later.
Add that part.
We'll talk to y'all later. Just go ahead and press the mute button, baby. It's all right.